Live, a News Channel 3 exclusive celebration. The entire community unites to support a beacon of hope for so many. With Jeff Bridges, Rob Lowe, Kenny Loggins, with a performance by Michael McDonald, Brad Paisley, and incredible local performers. This is the 37th Unity Telethon celebration.
Hi, I'm Kenny Loggins, here with my good friends Jeff Bridges and Rob Lowe.
We've all called this community our home for a very long time. I've raised both my kids here.
Oh, yeah, I remember those telethons. Remember those guys? Oh, God. Back in the day up on TV Hill, it was like we were on the air for, what, 12 hours or something?
Yeah, back when we were young enough to be able to stay up that long. Way back in the 70s, when we called Unity Christmas Unity. Before that, it was called the Council of Christmas Cheer, which was started by Pearl Chase over 100 years ago.
Wow.
When I first moved to Santa Barbara in '73, I immediately fell in love with this town, and over the years, I've raised a few kids of my own. Back then, I didn't know anything about what we now call the Unity Shop, but it existed, and just in a different form, led by a small but mighty lady by the name of Barbara Telethon, and she was who I met after a Toys for Tots concert that I did at Soho. And that chance meeting in the Victoria parking lot was the beginning of a long friendship. That's when I knew I'd found the charity that I'd hoped for. One that could do everything, not just toys for kids, but books, food, clothing too. And not just at Christmas, but all year long.
I remember back in the 80s when you first asked me to come up onto TV Hill for those early telethons, and I just was absolutely amazed of the scale and the energy and the professionalism of what you guys were doing and how the community absolutely came together to support this great organization. And it's even more so today. And I hadn't seen the Unity Shop in years, and so being able to walk through it, to come in and see it for yourself, how incredible this operation is incredible. From the free food store to the general store, where you find school supplies, and of course Santa's toy shop, which still remains my favorite, where the little ones get to pick out exactly what they want for Christmas.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that it's all done with dignity and choice. Children watch their parents shopping just like at any other store, and they actually select the things that they know that their family needs and could use. Yeah, I talked with some of the staff here earlier, and quite a few of them were clients here back when they were kids. Yeah, they talk about how they had no idea that this was a charity, just a place with a lot of friendly people. Well, and now, here they are, years later, doing the same thing for other kids and families. It's incredible. You know, you don't find anything like this anywhere else, and this is in our town. Yeah, this is our Unity Shop.
Well, Barbara coined a phrase some years ago that I still love, and we use all the time. She taught me that the Unity Shop is a community effort of staggering proportions. From the hundreds of volunteers who donate their time all year long, filling the shelves before the families arrive, sorting work and school clothing, collecting toys and food on our community drives.
We also have seniors all over town hand-making toys, like these toy trucks, wheelbarrows, and doll cribs, specially designed to fit Barbies in, by the way. Other senior groups and organizations are hand-making blankets and clothes for children who will pick them up as their favorite gift at Santa's toy shop.
Over at our State Street gift shop across from the Granada is our senior center, where volunteers are putting together gift packages for other seniors in care facilities all over town. They have no family and, they can't shop for themselves, so the Unity Shop takes their wish lists and creates and delivers care packages on their birthdays and holidays with exactly what they're asking for, just what they need.
One of the newer programs I'm particularly fond of is Unity Delivers. It started out as a necessity during the pandemic when our clients weren't able to make it into the Unity Shop for their essential needs and their everyday groceries. This is an amazing program that starts with generous donations from grocery stores and retailers all over our town, and we gather the fresh fruit and the produce every day, and then we hand pick the items that our clients specifically asked for and deliver them to their doors. Again, another example of how we honor dignity in the community.
And none of this would be possible without you, which is why we do this annual holiday celebration every year. It's a 37-year tradition, which we're all proud to be a part of every year. And I'm very proud to be a part of a community that's always been here for each other. The stories you're hearing about tonight are just the tip of the iceberg. Thousands of individuals, hundreds of families walk through these doors, and in a very short period of time, they're back to independence, pride, and self-sufficiency.
The Unity Shop truly is a beacon of hope for so many, and it really is a community effort of staggering proportions.
Thank you very, very much for your generous support. We love our community, and we cherish the mission of the Unity Shop.
Good evening, everybody. I'm C.J. Ward, and welcome to the 37th Annual Unity Celebration. We are broadcasting on a beautiful evening from downtown Santa Barbara at the Unity Shop. And you just saw some of the star power you're going to see tonight. We have more stars for you. I'm going to introduce at least this half right here. We have Annika Abbott from News Channel 3. Taking us back to the very beginning of Unity is Ann Smith-Tobes. Thank you for being here. And then Beth Farnsworth.
I'm Beth Farnsworth, and just an honor to be here tonight as well. And I want to introduce the CEO and the real back power behind all of this as well. Can I say that about you? Angela Miller-Bevan.
Thank you. I think I'm not the back power. I think it takes a village to run this place. So I have a very great team. And I have Susan Rodriguez, our board chair, with us. So she's a big part of that.
No, she is not giving herself all the credit.
I agree with you on
that.
that.
Okay. We definitely think she's the backbone of this, but you're right, you have a great team. We're so lucky.
And I think for a lot of people in Santa Barbara that this really is the unofficial start to the holiday celebrations. You know, this is such an incredible gem in our community, and it's a wonderful festival night as well.
And now let's go back to the beginning, because Ann, what does this mean to you? You've been here since the very beginning. How special is this?
37 years. It's just unbelievable that my husband, Bob Smith, and Kenny Loggins had this wonderful idea that they gave to Barbara Tellefson, who we miss, and Tom. But we're excited about Angela.
Thank you.
It's always been my favorite night of the year.
It goes right to your heart, doesn't it?
does.
Because you've helped so many people over the years.
Unity just it unites us all and helps us, this community, be far more philanthropic and charmed. It's just a fabulous place to live, and I'm so happy to have the Unity Shop at its center.
Well, thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for everything you've done over the years. All right. So, Annika Abbott, you're going to talk to us about some of the fundraising goals we have tonight.
That's right. Our goal tonight is to raise $550,000. This goes to multiple services that are here at the Unity Shop. Everything from our toy shop to the grocery store to transitional services, and we'll have much more on that throughout the show tonight.
So we're down here in beautiful Santa Barbara at the BMW dealership with Pedro.
Gorgeous day, lovely day.
Lovely day, and we just wanted to come down and thank you for all of your support over the past 6 years.
6 years, yes.
I know they've been supporting Unity Shop, and we are just so grateful. This year our theme is dignity in the community.
Love that.
So
absolutely, dignity is so important. You know, Unity is one of our favorite sponsor, or people to sponsor, or groups to sponsor, I should say, because it's home. It's part of the community. It's your neighbors. It's neighbors helping neighbors, which I think is just awesome. And some of the things that I know about the organization, it's so amazing that over 92% of what's donated to the organization goes back out to the community. I mean, that's a staggering statistic. I was reading about the flu shots, 5,000 flu shots. You know, flu shots are a little detail, but if someone's working and they're living month to month, flu shot is a big deal, because if you're out with the flu and you're out for a week or so, that you may not be able to pay your rent. So many things with the back to school programs and the holidays coming up and the programs for the senior citizens, which are important. I mean, they bring certain values to us. So we love the organization. We hope we can continue to be part of the organization. It's just such an important thing.
We love your support, and in this time in our community with the economy the way it is, we do have more people coming through our doors, and our numbers have actually doubled. And so we are in need of as much support from our community as we can so that we can get food and essentials and everything back out into the community, so that people that have to make a car payment or pay for their rent or their utilities, they can come through our doors and receive groceries and food for their children and their families. So with your support, you're helping to do that. So we're very grateful for that.
We're going to keep doing it. Whatever, anybody can help. Everybody should help. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of the big traditions, of course, for all of us here in the Santa Barbara area, and it's a tradition for you, is the Unity Telethon.
I love this. I love the fact that this charity has its indelible sort of mark on this community, and also the traditions that become, to me, the things that are Christmas. Like, I've done this now a long time. I mean, I don't know how many years in a row or how many different years I've been singing here, but it's early, 2011, maybe 2012.
Yeah, I was trying to remember how many years exactly. And
yeah. So it really does mean Christmas. Like, when we're here and we're doing this, this to me is when it kind of kickstarts it. It sort of says, let's get serious. Let's make sure we have the food that we need for everybody, as well as all the family plans are in order.
And from a parent to a parent, your beginnings really began, or started rather, with your children and your wife wanting to come here. Talk about that.
Yeah, so I have 2 boys, and much like a lot of people in the Santa Barbara area, our sort of way of teaching them about charity and our way of, letting them be a part of service to others was to bring them here. And early on, they would bring friends when they would visit, and they would go in, and they loved bagging beans. They loved doing the barcode at the checkout counter, and it was really something that changed our lives. It caused us to start a charity in Nashville. It caused us to really rethink the way that you approach giving somebody the food they need and the dignity that comes from choice. And but it's all because my wife said one Thanksgiving many years ago, said they need to learn about charity. Where should we take them? And we have a wonderful couple of friends that at the time were realtors that we worked with, but the Olivers, Christine and Val, are the reason we heard about this, and they're kind of institutions themselves in the town of Santa Barbara. So I don't know. I'm so lucky. This town and this charity changed our lives, and is helping us to do some good things in Nashville.
And real quickly, you were also blessed to know Barbara Telefson.
Oh,
and this
well,
blueprint, which is how you were able to take it across state lines, the store.
Yeah, of course. And it was Barbara's dream to see this become more than just her vision in one little community. And so we're doing our small part to do that in a whole nother state. There's a lot of people talking about what we've done, what she did, and how can we do this other places. And I think this is it's a model whose time has come for how people should receive the things they need with the dignity that they deserve. So. And
when we look at the bigger scope of what's happening in the world right now, and the challenges, the turbulence, the turmoil, and the love of friends and family, just lastly, a message that you have to communities across the country.
Well, I think probably the only thing you can do, I mean, there are big things going on that all of us feel helpless about, but help someone, and anything like this, when you're lucky enough to live in a place like this, which anyone watching this is something you can get involved with and make a difference. You can't necessarily fix everything, but you can help with this organization, which I think is as brilliant and as well run as any I've ever seen.
Love your big heart. And love your music.
Thank you.
Thank you for being part of this again.
I wouldn't miss it.
All right, we all cheer you.
Thank you.
All right, happy holidays.
You too.
Okay.
Times are strange, but the hope won't fade. I'll be okay. We'll be okay.
The number of clients we see is going up every week.
These are people who lost their jobs, can't pay their rent, can't feed their families in this struggling economy.
No matter their challenge, Unity Shop surrounds them with dignity and respect. We give them a choice to find what they need. We are here for them for as long as they need us.
We'll be okay.
Oh, pues muy agradecida y gracias a las personas que donan.
Walls they came, still the strong remain. You'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Had an idea to kind of get everyone together within Santa Barbara to raise some money for a family. We finally identified the family and we're excited to go inside and change their New Year.
Pues sirve porque ayuda a muchas familias como nosotros que tenemos necesidad, que somos.
She's saying it's very helpful for lots of families who don't make that much income to be able to have a place like the Unity Shop to get whatever items they need.
I would thank them from the bottom of my heart, because if it wasn't for them, we would go without eating, without having nicer things. Christmas, it was perfect. When we didn't have money for toys, they were surprised with lots of good stuff.
I'll be okay. We'll be okay.
Everything you are seeing, everything we do all year long, wouldn't be possible without you. Please visit unityshop.org to find out how you can get involved and support Santa Barbara's very own Unity Shop.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Ding and the bold, ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they bound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling the tale. Gary they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, that is the song. Ding dong, that is the song. On they send on without end, their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Meek and the bold, ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling the tale. Gary they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding that is the song. Ding that is the song. On they send on without end, their joyful tone to every home. On they send on without end, their joyful tone to every home. Ding dong, ding dong.
Lance and I are standing outside the Unity Shop. You can see behind us, Lance. There's a lot of stuff here.
There are a lot of excitement right now because, of course, the telethon underway. Wait, what is that?
What is it?
Oh my God, it's a fire truck. Let's go check
Look
this out.
at all these
Monica.
lights.
What is this? Oh, I think they've got toys for us here.
That's right.
Let's see what they got. Let's see what these guys got for us right here.
The City of Santa Barbara Fire Department, which loves to partner with the Unity Shop every year, by the way.
Okay, come on out, guys. Where are you? Let's find these guys. They're around here somewhere. Here they come. Come on out, guys. We're looking for you.
Here they
come. Oh, here he is. Oh, there we go.
And what is this?
All right, we got some toys.
Awesome.
Delivering some toys from Toys for Tots, the fire station here. And the community's done such a great job all year of delivering these toys. And every year we're super lucky to have that opportunity to get the toys delivered to our station and come here and deliver them to Unity Shop. So great job out there, Santa Barbara, and everybody, all the community coming together.
Awesome. This is Phil Falding with the Fire Department. Thank you for doing Toys for Tots. I'm told we have a lot more going on as well. Lance?
All right, come with me right now. I want to show you something really cool. If you come down here to the Unity Shop, 1401 Chapala, we've got some great goodies for you if you want to come make your contribution here in person. Take a look at this. We've got a special van that's set up here. This is our friends at La Peche Events, and this is Kim Stone. Tell us about what you guys are doing here.
Hi there. We're serving cider, coffee, and cookies for anyone that wants to come down, make a donation of either food, toys, or money, and you can have service.
Check this. Look at cookies and hot chocolate and stuff here. Why are you guys helping out?
Well, I love volunteering. I've been in Rotary for 17 years. I'm an incoming president of the Montecito Rotary Club coming up this next year. And I just thought it'd be a great way to give back to the community. Even before I moved here, I heard about this place, and I've been following it ever since. I love it.
We want you to come down here and visit these guys. Again, if you come down here, make a pledge. We got this hot chocolate. We got cookies. We had all kinds of goodies. Oh, wait, come in here for a second. It's Santa Claus, and Santa Claus, you can say hi to Santa Claus. Oh, you haven't been doing your research. I haven't been that good, Santa.
You've been a good boy. Here you
Thank
are.
you.
Oh, that's
and
great.
My grandson Jack have one too.
Oh, Jack. Has Jack been a good boy?
Has Jack been a good boy?
Yeah. Oh, he's up in there somewhere. He is up in there somewhere.
Oh, yes, you're on the good list.
Okay, so come visit us here, 1401 Chapala Street. Make your pledge in person if you want. If you can't do it, the phone number is on your screen right now. And make a pledge. Support Unity. That's what this is all about right now. Please make that pledge. Let's go inside to Beth.
And I'm in the toy shop here with Susan Rodriguez. She's a board member of the Unity Shop. It's always great to see you. It is like a reunion, isn't it?
It is a reunion. Every year. I love it.
I do, too.
Thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, well, all of us together, this entire community. And one of the things, Susan, that I really love about this is you can see great examples of the Senior Resource Center. Right behind me here, or next to me rather, in front of me, is this heirloom truck. These are made by volunteers, men who are so adept at making these incredible woodworking,
wonderful woodworkers that
cradles
just get together and they make all of the wood and the everything. They're very they're very precision in what they do, and they put a lot of love in it.
They make cradles and they make these trucks, and then also the women the yarn workers.
It's so intricate and beautiful, and they're all handmade, and the ladies get together and they have so much fun and socialize together, but more importantly, they feel they're really giving back to the community. And the woman that runs the senior center is mid-90s, and she has such energy. It's so wonderful.
I love it. And giving so many people a purpose. But one of the other things that we're talking about tonight, 7,000 people are expected to come through here during the holiday season, 4,000 being children. You're seeing a huge leap in needs all across the board.
The numbers are astounding. And, I drive by, doing errands during the day, and I see a line out the door of people that are waiting to get in for help. And yes, the need is very, very great. And we're so fortunate to have Unity in our community.
And we talk so much about inflation, about rental costs going up, nearly doubling over the past 4 years in Santa Barbara. So everything together in the community, anything that people are able to do to help donate makes an incredible difference. So Susan, I always love seeing you each year. Thank you for all that you do for the entire community and for the Unity Shop.
Thank you. Back at you.
Carrie, CJ.
We are back in the phone bank, CJ Ward. It's so nice to see you.
This is where all the excitement's going to happen over the next 6 minutes.
It needs to. And right now, we need to keep these phones ringing. We are in the phone banks, and this is where you make your donation to Unity. This is the time of year that Unity needs you. Now, CJ, behind you is a quilt. And I need to know, CJ, do you quilt?
I quilt. I can throw it over on top of me. I can sit on the couch. I can grab the remote. That's about as far as I quilt.
So that's now. Okay, so this is an important moment. This is our first matching minutes of the night. That means we have, CJ, a $10,000 match. And between the 5 and 6 o'clock hour, the number one donor is going to receive this handmade quilt by the Mary Bobbins, who make the quilts for all of the toys here.
They go inside the what is it? They make fire trucks. The crib. Yep. Thank you very much. They're all handmade by seniors. They're beautiful. And so matching minutes, your money's doubled over the next 5 minutes.
It is doubled. This is the time. If you're going to give tonight, the matching minutes is the best time to give because $100 becomes $200, $1,000, $2,000, and the top donor in this hour will receive this quilt. We have so many volunteers here tonight. I would like to talk to one of them. We have several over here. So we've got the Easter team. This is the Easter Realty team. Gloria Easter. We have Sebastian Mateus. Gloria, you've been here how many years volunteering?
We've been here probably about 6, 7 years supporting Unity, but since then we have gone to extra efforts and we are now ambassadors of Unity Shop. So we encourage all to donate. This is the best place in our community to help one another.
Easter team, you do so much. So thank you for being here. We need, CJ, these phones have to ring because this is about doubling your donation right now.
Yeah, here's what your money will do. Let's say you donate $100. That's going to, or $100 will be $200. That's going to be 48 cartons of eggs. I'm trying to do math here on the fly. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with your money if you can double it. So pick up the phone and give us a call. If you haven't preset the number in your phone yet, pick up your phone, put the number in your phone, and wait for the perfect moment. If you're going to miss this one, we have more coming up in a few minutes.
CJ, I am here with one of my favorite people on the planet. This is Kim Canton. Kim,
3 minutes.
You have been a big supporter of Unity. Tell us.
I love Unity Shop, and I love everything about it. And one thing I love so much is you don't know when in life you're going to need support, and to know that this facility is here for when you need it is paramount, and I can kind of attest to that, right? Yeah. I think so highly of everything that is done here and everything that you can do to pay it forward. I think,
and that's what Unity is, right? It's our unity coming together in this community. It is the safety net, and we know too well what disasters can do, and even the disaster services that this organization provided to the community in a really difficult time for the county. Now, Unity is doing not just the toys that we showed you, but also the grocery store, the senior services, personal care items. They are a lifeline to people in need in our community. And this is the time of year that we have to come out and show our support for Unity.
Yeah, so we're down to less than 2 minutes right now. Let's turn around. Can we get another shot of the quilt? Because again, this is what folks are actually calling in. Besides wanting to help out the Unity Shop, you can also get this quilt. It's
CJ, I know you want this.
I know I want it. I mean, it'd be perfect on top of me while I'm playing with the remote. 64 inches by 74-inch quilt, or in the newsroom. Yeah, it'll work there too. And it was made by the quilt group Mary Bobbins.
The Mary Bobbins.
Love the group.
It is a group of female volunteers. They work throughout the year to make these incredible quilts, which go into the cribs. And these are provided to families in need over the holidays. But they've also created this one-of-a-kind special quilt.
It is beautiful.
That will go to the top donor of the hour. So not only are you going to match your money, you're going to match your contribution with the $10,000 match, but the top donor is going to receive this quilt.
Okay, and you're down to 1 minute. So if you're thinking about this quilt and you want it, you better pick up the phone and give us a call. Again, even if you're not calling in for the quilt and you just want to make a donation to Unity Shop, your money's going to go so far.
It is, and we know that. So I can't believe that in 2022, there were 20,000 visits. So between grocery, personal care products, this year alone, we have 30,000 visits to Unity, and they anticipate that those numbers will double over the holidays. That just shows you the need.
And these are working families that just need a hand up, help to out the kids, get some groceries and some of the toys, especially over Christmas. We're down to about 15 seconds, so matching minutes for another 15 seconds. Give us a call. If you don't get this one, we do have more coming up. We're about to get the countdown here, I can tell. Our producer's giving, there we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Keep those phones ringing.
1. Give us a call.
Woo! We're here at the Zia Group with Daniel Zia. We're getting ready to do a ribbon cutting. The Zia Group has been so generous to donate this fan to the Unity Shop so that we can get out into the community more and deliver more groceries and do more furniture drop-offs and all the wonderful things that we're doing at Unity Shop. And I wanted to check in with you and just find out how you got involved with Unity Shop and how this all come about.
Absolutely. My wife and I have been passionate about the mission of Unity Shop for nearly 20 years now, and Zia Group's been around for about 18 of those. And we love the mission of Unity Shop. When we first heard about everything that Unity Shop did, we were just blown away by all of the essential services that they have sewn in for decades into the Santa Barbara community. You guys are such an important stopgap to our community. There's so many good people that have a single life event that just derails them momentarily. And you guys are so great with all the different programs to get them back on their feet and equip them for the next thing, and really do it in a way that gives them dignity. And so their families don't even feel the full effects of that one kind of pivotal moment in their life that was kind of hard. So we are just passionate, and it's just such a joy to be able to equip you guys and empower you for the great work that you guys are already doing.
Well, thank you so much, and we just greatly appreciated it. We're going to give you a chance to cut the ribbon.
I love it. I love it. So I got some of my team here, so we are just so excited. Woo!
You found me across from the Granada Theater right now. It's one of my favorite spots here on State Street. I always go to the gift shop for Unity here, but today I'm going next door to the thrifting gift shops. I'm walking into the furniture annex, and everything sold here goes right to Unity. Wow, inside in every direction I see furniture, household items, vases, lamps, everything you would need to fill up an apartment, a first-time home, returning home, all kinds of collectibles. And Vince,
Yes,
you've been
sir.
here for so long.
Only 24 years.
I see him all over town lifting and
Yes.
driving and carrying.
Somebody has to bring it in, right?
Sometimes these big pieces of furniture all by your burly
Yes,
self.
sir. Yes, sir.
Everything here is donated?
Everything is donated local, from Goleta to Carpinteria. Our trucks are out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So all the proceeds from our items go right back into the program, 100%.
And
So-
you see some incredible items from our
100%.
community.
100%.
In the old days, they might have given another direction. They have an option to give to the Unity
Yes,
shop
yes,
and
yes.
see the program. And this has been working out just great for our community.
Excellent, excellent. And it's a benefit to community and also to the Unity shop.
Yeah.
We're able to take a piece of furniture, either give it to a family or sell it for proceeds that go back into the program. So either way, somebody will benefit from the lovely items you see here in the store.
I know. Look around. Point out something
Yes.
you think would be catch somebody's eye. First of all, I see a big TV.
Big screen for the games.
Yeah.
We are in football season.
For $44.
Come on. 50-inch TV for $50.
I don't know if I want to see my mustache that big. It's quite the deal.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but
sir.
I see, vanities, mirrors.
Vanities. And
this has got to be a collectible. For
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just over $300 for
Yes,
this.
yes.
this
And
piece.
we're 20% off.
Yeah, and a
so
little child
everything's
would
discounted.
love this.
Yes, sir. Yes,
classic
sir. Yes, sir.
in the house. And as you say, there's even a sports collectible. That looks like Brooks Robinson, maybe? Well, I'll be darned.
You're good. You're good.
There's Brooks Robinson right here, and you get that for $16.99. Classic with Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
That's my baseball knowledge, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you for all that you do in your crew. I mean, I see him all over town. They're working so hard year-round for the cause.
Yes, sir.
And you know, because you've seen it, you've seen the recipients.
Yes, yes.
It's from the heart.
Without the donors, we're not able to do this. So the people that are donating these furniture pieces, their money's going to a very good place.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you come down to the Furniture Annex on State Street where we're at, or make a donation today. It's all going to the programs to help so many people in our community, not just during the holidays, but year-round. And I'm seeing some treasures here now. I will need carry-out service
Yes,
if I
sir.
start buying
Just leave your
things.
credit card.
All right, come on down.
We were given, I don't even know how much time to leave, find a new place, but we couldn't for a very long time just because of how expensive everything was. And then finally in 2022, we found this shelter. Don't remember the name. We were there for 4 months. And then in 2023 is when we became homeless. We were living in a car till mid or late April. It's not very fun living in a car for, even if it wasn't too long, just not having a place to shower, not having a place to call your own. That was not fun.
Unity Shop's Transitional Assistance Program is a critically important part of our mission. When families fall on hard times through sudden loss of housing or employment, illness, or an unexpected natural disaster, we are here for them at the moment of need. It starts with our free food store, where they shop for and select the fresh food they know their family will enjoy. Clothing for school, or to replace everything that they may have lost in a flood or fire. We even help prepare our clients for upcoming job interviews with proper attire, on-the-job training, and resume preparation. Our furniture store is open to the public at our State Street location, just across from the Granada. Everything you see has been donated, and proceeds from every purchase go directly to support these important programs. It is here that clients can select whatever they need as they begin rebuilding their lives, getting back to a life of self-sufficiency. From furniture to household goods, from the moment of need, and for as long as they need us, Unity Shop is here.
It's very nice for people to give us our help, send us all the things we need for our home, our new home.
It's kind of difficult to imagine people being so generous with some of the, just a lot of things I've experienced in my life, like the fact that people are willing to go to such lengths to provide for a complete stranger. I mean, it's touching.
Y gracias a las personas que donan y todas las personas que trabajan ahí, que Dios las bendiga y muchas gracias.
Here we go.
Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Daddy looked a lot like him. Not the way I've had him pictured. Santa was much too thin. Didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Savannah looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. He thought that I was fast asleep in. They thought that I was tucked in bed. They never thought I'd come a-peeping, or that I'd hear what was said. Santa put his arm around Mama, and Mama put her arm around him. So if Santa Claus ain't Daddy, then I'm gonna tell on them. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, and Daddy looked a lot like him. Not the way I had him pictured, 'cause Santa was much too thin. Now he didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have put him in. Yeah, Daddy looked a lot like Santa, or Santa looked a lot like him. Well, I never saw a red-nosed reindeer, never heard sleigh bells ring. Never saw Dasher or Prancer, but I sure saw a lot of things. Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. So if Santa Claus ain't Daddy, well, then I'm gonna tell on them. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, Daddy looked a lot like him. Not the way I had him pictured, 'cause Santa was much too thin. Hey, he didn't come down the chimney, and Mama must have let him in. Yeah, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Yeah, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Welcome. We are standing outside the Unity shop again. I think I hear someone special that might be headed our way.
I think we're supposed to get a shipment, and you're supposed to be from, no, maybe it's from down here.
I think it is.
What? Oh, it's more toys.
Take a look.
Look who it is.
We have Santa.
Wow, look at that.
And this beautiful fire truck filled with gifts.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, Dana Newquist is the driver of this beautiful fire truck. Tell us a little bit about it before we talk to Santa.
CJ, this is a 1937 Ford fire truck. I've had it for over 20 years. It's been an absolute joy, and it's wonderful to be here at Christmas time for Unity.
Well, thank you for bringing it out. It's absolutely gorgeous, all decorated for Christmas, and we appreciate you supporting Unity.
Well, it makes me a kid again. Okay.
You want to talk to Santa? Because
That's right, Santa. We could hear Santa from a mile away. Santa Claus, we're so glad to have you here. We have. Yes.
You've been a very good girl this year.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Say, I hear the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear or making a donation to the Unity Shop. Is that right?
Both are equally good.
Equally good. So that means
good.
you got to get
Make
down
a donation, but spread the Christmas cheer all year long.
That's right. So Unity Shop is not just a holiday event. We are seeing needs across the year for the Unity.
how lucky that we got Santa to show up during the busiest time of year.
I know.
Thank you, Santa, for coming out.
CJ, you've been a good boy.
Oh, I'm relieved. I feel so much better.
Thank you, Santa. I appreciate it.
Let's toss it to Beth.
Right, you guys talking with Santa. I'm talking with Pat Day of Giordano's. It's always great to see you. This is our second year working together.
This is. I'm just so excited to be here again.
In the food store, this is one of the huge, important backbones of the Unity Shop, as we all know.
This store is incredible with what they do for the folks in this community. It's a store. It's a store. You can walk through and get whatever you need.
With dignity and choice and all the wonderful things that make this such an incredibly community-oriented, beautiful giving service for our community. For 30,000 people coming through here so far this year, Pat. And I know those numbers are fluid.
They're very fluid, but it's just a wonderful resource for the community. I'm so appreciative that Giordano's going to be a part of it in a small way. I mean, we donate about 2,500 pounds a month to the shop, but everything you can see they would need is here. So it's very, very well done. Just a wonderful opportunity to be a part of it.
And this is really an example of where people's donations go. For example, $75. You want to dig into your pocket and donate $75. That provides 15 turkeys, chickens for families in need. If you want to donate $500, that will buy enough groceries for an entire month for an entire family.
And again, here at the shop, they have so many different things to pick and choose from. I mean, they have some yogurt, they have some chicken, they have bacon, they have all kinds of fresh produce and vegetables as well as canned goods. I mean, in this economic times, to be able to have a spot where they can go and get food and get nourished, it's an incredible thing that they do here every single day.
And I know, as you know, the numbers are really going up in terms of the amount of need because the grocery prices are going up, inflation, we've got gas prices going up. So really appreciative to you and all the other sponsors for all that you do.
Thank you. I can't say enough how much that Giordano's is honored to be a part of the group, honored to be part of the community that helps what we help with in all the different charities, but the Unity Shop sticks out as one of the primary ones we love.
Pat Day, we're grateful to you and Giordano's.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here again tonight. Appreciate it. Carrie Lance?
The phones, Lance, continue to ring, and we need them to ring. This is the time that Unity needs us. Now, we have so many people here, volunteers, ready to make your call. Take your call. Thank you so much to the people who've been calling in, all the supporters tonight. We appreciate this so much. We've had a lot of special people. I see Santa out there, but we have another couple special people here tonight, Lance, don't we?
We do. We have got the mayor of Santa Barbara, Randy Rouse, his lovely wife, Janet. Randy, talk about the importance of Unity here in the community.
Well, this is the coolest thing. I mean, Santa Barbara is more than just a pretty face. It's full of people who care, people who are active, and people who volunteer, as witnessed behind me. This is amazing. What we do for families in Santa Barbara this time of year is above and beyond. It's such a cool thing to be a part of that and part of our community.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mrs. Mayor. We appreciate it. And we're looking for you now. It is time to make that pledge. You have been watching the telethon. You've been enjoying the entertainment. You've been learning about what the Unity Shop does. But it takes your pledge for us to continue to make these little miracles happen. And that's what you can do right now. The phone numbers are on your screen. It takes just a couple of moments. And you are making a huge difference when you make that pledge. We are looking for you right now.
It's true. Unity relies on private charitable donations to do this work. And we could not do it without the support of this community. And this is the time our community should support Unity. So thank you so much, Mayor, for being here. You're making the phones ring. That's what we need. It's critical right now to keep these phones ringing. Don't forget that we are approaching the end of the hour for the quilt. This quilt is handmade, one of a kind, by the volunteers. The group is called the Mary Bobbins. They have made all of the quilts which go into the baby cribs. These are part of the toys that are part of the Unity Toy Shop, where people in need and families can come and they can shop for children during birthdays and also obviously during the holiday season. So the #1 donor in the hour, and I know this is going to be a fight to the finish, they're going to receive this one-of-a-kind quilt by the Mary Bobbins.
Okay, so guess what? Our first tote of the night. Look at this, $223,000. Wow.
Amazing.
Okay, if you have made your pledge, thank you very much, but odds are you haven't, so please make that pledge now to support Unity.
Lance, we're nearly halfway there. Tonight's goal, $550,000, $223,000. Amazing. Keep calling in. Okay, now we're going to turn it over to CJ and Annika in just a moment. Thank you so much.
Oh, my God.
We are here with Bob Russell, a.k.a. Cowboy Bob, a retired electrician here in town. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm delighted to be between two of my favorite people.
Thank you.
And I see you on TV a lot. But this is about Unity Shop and all the good that they do the whole year long, not just Christmas time, but the whole year. And we contribute monthly, my wife and I. But I have to tell you, we couldn't do this without our contributors, IBEW 413 and NECA, which is the National Contractors Union Contractors Association. So I'm going to challenge all the non-union contractors to donate to Unity Shop. And it's such a good program. They are just so good. They do so much good for so many people.
Well, we appreciate you coming out. I know
you.
you've been doing this for a long, long time. Thank you for coming out again this year. We'll see you next year, too.
I'll be here till I die.
All right, let's toss it over to Jackson Gillies and Kenny Loggins.
There have been times in my life where I've been wondering why. Still somehow I believed I'd always survive. But now I'm not so sure. You're waiting here with one good reason to try. Lord, what more can I say? What's left to provide? You think maybe it's over, only if you want it to be.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Time for wondering why. It's here, the moment is now, about to decide. Let him believe, leave him behind, but keep me near in your heart. You know whatever you do, I'm here by your side. up to me this time. You know, comes a day you never lie. This is it. Make no mistake away. Whoa. This is it. Your back's to the corner. This is it. Don't be a fool anymore. This is it. Waiting is over.
You think that maybe it's over, only if you want it to be.
We are here with Michael from Anderson Systems. And how long have you been involved with Unity Shop?
I think probably overall, the company's been involved with you guys probably 20 years or so. So we were early on, we were involved with you folks when Jerry Anderson was the president, and then he retired and I've taken over and we're carrying on with the tradition. We are very familiar with the Unity Shop, and I grew up here in town. So my whole family was always involved, and we were always bringing toys down to the store. And my wife Melody would always go in to see Tom and bring stuff into him. So it was always a part of the Christmas tradition, and knowing that it was a big part of the community support. So
Well, we are very grateful that you have continued on with that support and supporting Unity Shop. And I hope that you come and see me now, and we can continue that on, because I love people to come down to Unity Shop and see me. I have clients come in. I have an open door policy, so you're always welcome to come down.
Well, we will. The whole Anderson Systems ESOP, is just a whole bunch of people that live here in the community and always have, and they've kind of grown up with Unity, and every year we talk about it, and we always say, yes, we're definitely going to support Unity Shop this year. So we are here again to support you guys. We're going to give you $3,000 this year, which we're very excited about. Yes, and we're looking forward to keeping the support system going. It's so important for Santa Barbara.
It is, and it's important for locals like myself, like for us to continue on with what Unity Shop is doing for our community. I think that those of us were so fortunate to grow up in Santa Barbara, but there's such a need out in the community. Somebody was sharing with me today that 40% of people in Santa Barbara County are going without. They're going without food. So that is a staggering number, and we really need to pull together. So your funding is definitely going to go to helping feed those people in our community. So we're really grateful for that.
No, we know that it's a big deal here in town. So we're very proud to be making a donation to you guys.
Well, good. So everybody get on those phones, make that donation. Let's get some more support for the Unity Shop. And
in addition to that, I wanted to say that my wife Melody and I, when Barbara passed away, we personally made a donation to her in honor of just all her years of support. And this year we thought, Melody, I would like to donate again personally to you guys another $1,000 in kind of honor of Tom. He was such a big part and supported the community for such a long time that just, it's such a community love and caring situation. We just want to do that ourselves also.
Well, he will be grateful for that, and I am grateful for that. I was very fortunate to have Tom mentor me, so I have that special relationship also.
Good.
And we're grateful for what Tom and Barbara did for Unity Shop.
Yes.
So hopefully we can continue to all work together to keep it going.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Wow, this one would look great for the holidays on. Oh, I'm in here shopping at the Unity Shop. Don't you think this would look good on me right now? Look at that tie. I've got a fun one on now. They have clothes and shoes and everything. Look, I found a shirt that would fit me, and they've got all kinds of clothing items. Check out this one here, this horse on this top. That is a beautiful gift. And up here, let me hang up. There's just so much to go through here. We've got hats and shoes and books and dishes and classic vintage cameras. I see some winter boots over here and dishes, kitchenware. sunglasses and jewelry, watches, and happy smiley faces wearing red. And speaking of happy, here's Happy here, and she's the one that greets everybody when you come in.
Welcome to the Unity Shop.
Happy is awesome.
John,
and right
good to
over
see
here,
you.
I see things I would want to bring into a holiday party and give us a gift. What have you got here for us?
We've got plenty of ornaments. We've got collectibles. We've got lots of Christmas items, wonderful Christmas presents. In fact, John, we have a great collectible, beautiful ornament right here.
You know what? I think I'll buy it right now. Whatever the price is, I think it's under what I'm going to give you. It is under $20, but I'm going to give you $20 as one of my donations right now for this beautiful ornament, because I'm going to a party. I'm not even sure I'm going to hang this one. I might keep it, but I might come back and get another one because we're going to a Christmas tree decorating party.
Oh,
you have to bring
fun.
an ornament in,
Yes,
right?
you do.
It's at my friend Mark Golden's house. Everything here goes right to the program. Is that correct?
Yes.
And
helping support families here in Santa Barbara County.
so every time you buy a necklace, an earring, something of an ornament goes right to the program, and it goes right to work, doesn't it?
Yes, it
and
does.
people know that when they walk in, or do you tell them? How does that work?
Yeah, we usually explain the whole story.
Yeah.
We've been in operation for over 100 years.
Does it make them want to buy more?
Yes, it does. They want to help.
The more you buy, the more it helps those in need. And you see all the programs and everything that happens year round, not just on the holidays. And I can't imagine someone walking through here not finding something.
Usually everybody finds something.
And I always talk about the wow factor. I'm sure their eyes light up, don't they?
Yes, they do.
You direct them to anything special?
Whatever they're looking for, from the clothing to the dishes to any of the jewelry, household items, dishes.
That's great. You got to have heart when it comes to the holidays. For Unity, call the number, buy an ornament here or some other beautiful gift for the holidays, and everything you spend will go right to the good cause at the Unity Shop in our entire community. Thanks, Happy.
Thank you.
What's the first thing you did when you woke up this morning? Chances are, if you had time before heading off to school, you ate breakfast. But there are many people living in our community who weren't so lucky. Did you know that despite all of the abundance we see in Santa Barbara, our county has the third highest poverty rate in the state of California? 10% of the residents who live in our hometown contend with something experts call food insecurity. Most of them are children. Reality is, for lots of kids and adults going without food, clothing, sneakers, and other essentials because they're unaffordable is just life. It's their normal. But is it? Adults and kids skipping meals? Parents who can't afford nutritious groceries because they're too expensive? Or because they have to pay the rent instead? Kids going without school supplies or even a backpack? And families that can't afford gifts for their children at Christmas or on their birthdays. These are realities for many local families. But here's the good news. Making sure everyone in our community has access to all of these things is totally possible. Our county is abundant in the kind of resources that can feed everyone, but they have to be affordable, available when people need it, and where they can access it most easily. Okay, so here's where you come in. Thanks in large part to your volunteerism and community service, Unity has the additional person power and donations necessary to provide groceries and all kinds of other essentials to people living in our community who need help getting through a crisis or a tough time, and it's totally free of charge to them. Being a resource to residents and offering them support with dignity, respect, and choice changes just about everything and everyone. In fact, we think it creates a community of happier, more productive people of all ages, and who doesn't want that? So here's what you can do today. Give of your time and tell your friends to join you in volunteering a few hours during the week. Or how about organizing a canned food or clothing drive with your school, church, or even as a family? If you'd like, we can help you get started. Remember, one small act of giving or volunteering at a time can make it better for everyone who lives here. Oh, and one more thing. Please tell your friends and family about Unity Shop, because it takes unity in the community to make this amazing charity possible all year long.
Live, a News Channel 3 exclusive celebration. The entire community unites to support a beacon of hope for so many. With Jeff Bridges, Rob Lowe, Kenny Loggins, with a performance by Michael McDonald, Brad Paisley, and incredible local performers. This is the 37th Unity Telethon celebration.
Welcome to what I call the welcome wagon. This is LaPeche Events. This is Kim Stone, who's owner of this beautiful truck. And this is Miss Patai.
Patty Petit.
Petit. Oh, thank you for talking with us as well. I appreciate you. And Jack, your grandson. Hi, Jack.
Hi.
Nice to be here with you as well. So this is really a special truck that you've got.
Yes, it's a 1965 International Harvester Metro Step van. And I've had it for 8 years, but restored it. It took a year. I just got it restored in June. Before I owned it, it was a snow cone truck for 25 years up in the Sacramento area. I bought it 8 years ago, and right when I did, found out this little guy was coming. So I had to get myself down here as fast as I could. Did so, and now it's time to start doing my dream.
And that's why at one point you said, "Oh, this could have been carrying diapers around," right?
It did.
It was just that perfect timing
like
in life.
this did all those things, yeah.
So tell us about the promotion you have coming up.
What I decided to do to raise more money tonight is if anyone would like to do a photo shoot with the van to make Christmas cards for their family, we're going to do that on Sunday. So $250 donation. Say the word Peaches. Her name is Peaches. My company is LaPeche Events, mobile bar. We do mostly weddings and events, and then it can be rented out for anything. Someone could use it to sell T-shirts or whatever they'd like. So I hope that people call in, say Peaches, $250, and then Sunday we're going to do really nice holiday cards for their families.
She's beautiful and she's cool too. And you're a car guy, CJ. I knew you would appreciate Peaches.
I love this. This is beautifully done. I love the colors, and I also love too that you're serving cookies out of it. Look at that. Look how good that looks.
And how fun to be an assistant. You wanted to add something too, because you're helping out tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Hi, I'd like to say that I absolutely love to volunteer, and I love giving selfless, helpful, and generous service anytime. Like, here I am.
Okay, and here she is tonight. So we're so grateful for you taking time as well. Jack, Kim, nice to meet you all, and Peaches. Wouldn't it be fun to take a little ride in Peaches sometime, CJ?
The cookies are great.
Okay. Right. Annika?
Let's go with Annika.
Hello, we are standing here in the toy shop, and I'm with a very special group of ladies tonight. Can you tell me, who are you and what do you do?
We are the Unity Shop Ambassadors, and we are a new group with the Unity Shop, and we are a team of volunteers that really help Angela bring her vision to life. So we help with events and fundraising and pretty much anything she needs help with.
That's wonderful. So who can join the ambassador group? Right now you're just women, right? But men are invited too?
Absolutely. It's not exclusive to women. It just turned out that we happen to start with women, but we are looking for more volunteers, and everyone's welcome.
That's wonderful. So this is the toy shop. I'm told that we've helped over 2,000 children in the last year or so. We had over $20,000 worth of gifts delivered to children this past year. So can you tell me, how does the toy shop work?
Well, when community members come in, they're allowed to come into the toy shop, and they're allowed to select some toy items for their children. So there are specified rules, but it is open to the community.
And as an ambassador for the Unity Shop, what is one of your favorite things you've done to help with the Unity Shop this past year?
I think because we're a new group and we started in October, I think the most fun we had was just decorating the trees and getting ready for the telethon. And again, just getting to know the group of women. These are amazing people that are helping out, and we look forward to next year.
That's wonderful. Now, this is one of our biggest fundraisers, of course, for children, especially as we're standing in the toy shop, but there's a bunch of other things, right? So there's a grocery store with food, there's transitional services. This year, our goal is to raise over $550,000 for the Unity shop. Do you think we can do it? Yeah! Yes, we can do it. You heard it here. We can definitely reach that goal. And so thank you so much, ambassadors, for all of your hard work this year. We're going to toss it back over to the phone bank, see where we are on that fundraising with Carrie and Lance.
I'm going to ring the bell. Santa let me borrow these bells, and I'm ringing them because we have some incredible supporters here tonight. Steve Golis, Annetta Jensen, and I know you're with the Radius Group. You have been long-term supporters.
Correct.
How many years?
Decades.
Decades,
yes, when Barbara started it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell us about Unity in the community. Why do you support it?
It's an amazing organization. I'm blessed to be able to do it. We're a big believer of giving back at Radius and my team, and been so blessed with so many things coming my way in my life that I love giving back to the community. And Unity Shop helps the people that really need help in our community all year long, which is amazing because it's not just Christmas when it gets the most notoriety, but it's all year long. They have an amazing executive team with Angela and her team. I've been on nonprofit boards with hers for many, many years.
It's a lifeline. Unity is a lifeline
It is.
for families in need in this community. Annetta, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you guys do for the community. Merry Christmas.
Well, you make it possible, and all of you make it possible. And now is the time that we need you more than ever before, right, Lance?
It is. It's great that the Radius Group stepped up. Now it's your turn right now. Come over here with me. When you make a pledge, these are the phones that are going to ring with your pledge. Now, last year, the Unity Shop had more than 20,000 visits of people coming in. This year, 30,000. The need has gone through the roof. And your pledge is very important. We are helping people right here in Santa Barbara County. These are our friends and neighbors, a lot of them working parents. They're just trying to get that extra little bit. They need that extra little help, especially during the holidays. What would it be like if your family didn't have food during the holidays? What would it be like if you couldn't have toys for your kids? That's why we're here right now. We are making a difference. You are making a difference when you make that pledge. We were having fun here tonight, but what it's about is making these telephones ring. So please make that phone call, and now let's throw it over to Beth and CJ.
All right, joining us now, Cameron Porter with Docu Products, and thank you. You've been doing this for years. We appreciate you coming out year after year.
Yep, super excited to be back. We're here. Docu Products is donating again this year, $2,500.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Porter family here is going to donate additional $500 as well. So we're
I was about to say, I saw you had some help here. So.
Yeah. So, and of course, I brought my daughters along to kind of show what this is all about, the Christmas spirit, and giving to the people that need. Yeah. And there's no other place, of course, that we want to donate our money is to Unity Shop. It really just serves every part of our community, very young to very old. And the best part is you have the very young and very old helping give back to others as well. So
and you said this is a big part of this for your clients.
Exactly. So it's really the clients that do business with Docu Products that enables us to obviously give back to our community here in Santa Barbara. So.
And I love that you brought your helpers with you, Jacqueline, Adeline. I just have to ask you real quickly, what is it like for you to come here each year? And I've seen you over the years, so it's really, I love seeing the familiar faces. You both are beautiful and you've grown up.
Thank you. It feels good. I feel excited and a little nervous as well. And I'm just really lucky to do this every year.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you a secret. We're all a little bit nervous and excited to do this, but it's a really beautiful community event. How about for you?
Kind of like the same thing.
A little excited, a little nervous?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and I love your candy cane earrings. I just have to compliment both of you on your helper attire tonight, Cameron.
And we're just trying to get more people to call in. Any inspiration you want to throw out there for folks sitting at home?
Just please call in and help Unity Shop help others. I mean, that's really what community is about, giving back and helping the needy, and that's really what we're here supporting. And please call in and please donate.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.
And thank both of you for coming out tonight. All right, like Cameron said, pick up the phone and give us a call.
I'm here with Tim Mahoney from SoCal Gas, and we're so happy to have you. You've been a supporter for many, many years, And we love having you here to see what we're doing, what all the funding's going to, and helping us to keep the stores and shelves stocked.
And today, Angela, is a great day celebrating dignity in the community. And as always, the Unity Shop is just bustling with people and activity. And yes, Southern California Gas Company has always been a good sponsor for you, and we're going to keep doing that. Your work in the community is absolutely wonderful. So on behalf of myself and SoCal, thank you for doing that, and all the folks here at Dignity.
Well, we appreciate and we are so grateful for all that you do, and we hope that we can get more people out there in the community coming and donating, and so that we can continue to keep these shelves stocked.
Well, and as I told you when I showed up, the community is ready for the telethon. So your Christmas telethon is going to be well received this year. A lot of buzz out there in the community with folks wondering what's up this year. And I keep telling them it's dignity in the community, and people are excited.
Yes, we are. And we have so many great supporters and lots of talent out there coming in. So please be there and watch for us.
Will do. And I would be remiss if I didn't remind you and the rest of the folks that SoCal Gas does have customer assistance programs, so they can get customer assistance on their energy bills, their utilities, by going to SoCalGas.com and taking advantage of those customer assistance programs.
That's great. And we also have information here at the Unity Shop because we support that program.
Yes, our California alternative rates for energy. And thank you for doing that. It's been a big help in the community.
Well, great. Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here.
Everybody, the calendar girls are here again. The calendar girls have raised almost $100,000 for Unity over the years. They make a calendar every year, a Peterloo calendar, with pictures of me on every month. And let me introduce them to you. They'll introduce themselves. On my left we have
Kathy,
Patty,
Patty,
Terry,
Kathy,
Julie,
Kelly, and I'm Meg.
and Meg. Hey everybody, something tells me I'm into something good.
Unity Delivers was created through the pandemic. Seniors, immune compromised, and those having transportation issues who could not make it to our front doors for basic necessities or groceries. Unity Delivers has been a lifeline to those most vulnerable in our community and has become one of our most important programs. And this was all made possible through the Bragg Foundation.
Patricia Bragg was a huge part of the Santa Barbara community. She was a lovely and generous person in our community. She gave continually to so many organizations. And one of the things that she did do for Unity during the pandemic was she helped us create Unity Delivers. What a wonderful program that will live on in her memory. It's a program that we're able to get groceries, essentials out to seniors that are housebound, along with people with special needs.
What was very important to us was still giving choice. Unity's always been the place you go to and you're able to shop freely, able to choose the items for your family, and we wanted to continue that. Something we strongly believe in, and giving dignity and respect to the families is our main mission, our main goal.
Unity Delivers wouldn't be possible without the donations from the organizations in the community.
These clients will be delivered to, the faces that they look at and they think, wow, is this all for me? And of course I say, yes, it's all for you.
It really makes me feel good to help the community. I started as a volunteer and they made me a team in the Unity Shop. And I'm really grateful because I like to help the community.
Now that we know they're out there and there is a greater need in the community for a delivery service, we've stepped up without missing a beat and continued delivering, and people are still calling in, and we will continue until there is no need, but we're here.
We're here with Natalie, and I am super excited to be here with you because you and your dad, Peter, have been a very important part of my life because I grew up here in Santa Barbara. you grew up here in Santa Barbara.
Also.
So we are Santa Barbara locals, and you're a new mom, which is super exciting, which helps you to just understand what we're trying to do here at Unity Shop.
Well, as a new mother, I realize now the importance of my parents bringing me to the Unity Shop when I was a child. So I was 4 years old when I first sang, but I must have been here before that.
I think you were here the whole time.
Yes.
But I remember when I started over a year ago at Unity Shop, and I saw you and your dad perform, and I told the producer, Jeff, I said, we've got to have her back. We have to have you here. Like, you are part of Santa Barbara history, and it's important for us as moms to give back to our community, and that's what you're doing now. Like, you started out as a child performing with your dad, but now you're a mom giving back to the community.
Yes, absolutely. And the emphasis on family and community is so important. I mean, my son is here tonight, so
And he's absolutely adorable.
Continuing the tradition in our family.
Well, thank you so much for being here, because it means so much to me, but I think it means a lot to our community. You know, our community comes together at this time of year to give back, and you know, you're giving back to us, and I hope that everyone out there is going to continue to give back to Unity Shop so that we can provide all of the necessary things that we need to give to our community to survive.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you so much for always having me. And the spirit of Christmas and of giving is so very much alive, but all year round we make a conscious effort to remember Unity Shop. And thank you for making that happen tonight.
And your special song that you've always sang with your dad.
Yes.
I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen tonight.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Well,
surprise.
Thank you for that.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It was getting dark across the park when I saw her sitting there, a little girl who must have lost her way. The night was clear, but I could see the tears welled up in her eyes. She didn't say a word, she just kept staring at the sky. I asked her why she was so sad and did my best to make her laugh. And when she finally spoke, her words took me by surprise. She said the angels are crying in heaven tonight. Their hearts are so heavy, they got tears in their eyes. The angels are crying in heaven tonight, 'cause they can't understand why, can't find the light. She said they cry for all the lies we live with every day, and for all the children sleeping in the rain, for the noble dreams that somehow seem to always be in vain, and for the gentle hearts who still believe in the miracle of faith. It seems so strange that a little girl could know so much about this troubled world. And then I realized she was an angel in disguise. She said the angels are crying in heaven tonight. Their hearts are so heavy, they got tears in their eyes. The angels are crying in heaven tonight, 'cause they can't understand can't find the light. The angels are crying in heaven tonight. Hearts are so heavy, they got tears in their eyes. The angels are crying in heaven tonight, 'cause they can't understand why we can't find the light.
We are here outside the Unity Shop with Enrique Rodriguez. Thank you so much for being here, Enrique.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, you really have empowering and just heartwarming testimonials. Coming here as a child and working here now as an adult, what is one of your first memories of the Unity Shop?
Wow, you know, you really hit me really hard right there. Those bringing back those memories, you know. Growing up in Santa Barbara, you know, it's always tough for families who are struggling. I remember my mom, my dad bringing us here when I was 10, 11 years old. And then growing up in high school, you know, doing my community hours here, and then finish my hours and continue on with my job. And now that I'm a little older and I understand because I have kids, you know, I want to teach my kids to do what I'm doing now, you know, because I have an attachment to this place, and I understand in the families, because it's not easy, especially now in Santa Barbara. It's rents, food is tough to get now, you know, and getting by is difficult for most people now.
You see this all firsthand. And Annika, we know because we report on this every night, you know, rents are nearly doubling over the past 4 years. And you have roughly, and the numbers are fluid, 30,000 people coming through here this year alone.
That's right, and things are just much more expensive. Groceries, the price of eggs is very much up from last year. And, you know, I was told $500, a donation of that amount, can support a family for 1 month with their groceries, which is pretty amazing. Enrique, what do you do with Unity Shop now?
You know, I help with volunteers. I help with the barcoding, keeping stock on the shelves, produce, making sure that the produce is not rotted, it's still good, and making sure that all the perishables get put away properly, and just making sure that nothing goes to waste as far as the fresh foods. You know, making sure that we're pushing what needs to be pushed out, and the dates and everything is still good.
Keeping things nice and fresh.
Nice and stocked and nice and fresh. Yes, correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's always an honor for me personally to come talk to you every year and to see you during the year when we stop by. And I know that there are thousands of people who come through these doors who are grateful to you and your team and all of your efforts. So thank you, and happy holidays to you, Enrique, and your family.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Carrie, Lance?
You know, this telethon is about community. 37 years ago, this telethon took place for the very first time. KEYT, Kenny Loggins, and this wonderful woman, Jalinda Dvorzan. There would not be a telethon without you.
It would not, Lance. That's so sweet. Thank you. But I must admit, if everyone could just be in this room and feel this positive energy, it's unbelievable. And Lance, I remember when we started the telethon, how much fun you and I had. Mm-hmm. We've gotten a little older, but we're still here, hanging in. And I'm so happy to be here.
Now, what is it you think that gets the community excited about this?
Well, it's a tradition, 37 years, and people love being part of something so important. And you know, what I wanted to say is, here's the thing about this telethon. We all have the power to make a difference in someone's life, and that's why we're all here. And I brought my son, Daniel.
We love it. Jalinda, you are our rock star for philanthropy in this community, and this would not happen without you and Barry. And Daniel, I know that you have been serving here for how long?
Since I was a little kid. I started by answering phones when I was like 5 or 6 years old.
The phone banks.
Yes, and so I have very early memories here. And then I went from stocking shelves all the way up into adulthood, where I actually performed for my band for the fundraiser. So, you know, this has been a big part of my life and my history, and it's an honor to be here.
I love that because I'm a true believer that everyone has something to contribute. So serving on the phones, stocking shelves, or even performing with your band. I love it. Okay, Santa, thank you, Santa. I am so excited to introduce this. We are announcing the biggest matching minutes of the night, $75,000 from Randy and Donovan Judkins.
Oh, wow.
It's incredible. But it is only for the next 4 minutes. So we have $75,000 match. Thank you so much to the Judkins. In addition, I'm announcing a $13,500 gift from Mike Richardson Realty. Thank you so much, Mike. And one of my favorite volunteers I see every year is Kathy from Berkshire Hathaway. Thank you, Kathy, for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you for your service. Do you have something to share?
Yes, we do. Berkshire Hathaway has gathered together through the agents in our company $7,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
And
I didn't know it was 7,000. It's a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you
really
so
happy.
much to Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah, and I just got a call, and I got a $1,000 donation, and and that is for the matching funds for Berkshire.
That's awesome. Thank you. So matching minutes right now, $75,000 match, the biggest one of the night. If you're going to give and make your holiday gift, give it tonight. So I see a special Mr. Loggins, Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins, our man. Kenny has done so much for Unity Shop, and he has allowed me to auction off these books that he did with one of his partners. He has signed the interior. It's a fabulous Footloose book with a CD, I should say, that you can play Footloose. And I would like to have the next person who calls in with a $1,000 donation, give me your address, I'll bring you the book, you will love it. He's retired, you know, this is going to be a collector's item.
Thank you. This is truly a one-of-a-kind item from Kenny Loggins, who, like Jalinda and Barry, have been here from the beginning, right, Lance?
Yes, Barry, of course, we're going to Barry Dvorak. We know you're home right now. We love you. Thanks for all you've done. Okay, the phones are ringing right now. It's a $75,000 matching minute. As Carrie just mentioned, it's $75,000. We only get the $75,000 if we can match it.
Yes.
That's why it's called matching minutes. You have to call right now. You're going to feel great knowing that your money is doubled. You make a $100 pledge, it becomes $200. You make $200, it becomes...
It's crucial. 400.
Oh, you didn't know there was math involved, did you?
It's incredible. No, it's amazing to be able to match your donation and have it go twice as far. And we know that over the past year, Unity has been increasing the number of families coming through here for groceries, for personal care items, for toys, from 20,000 visits a year ago to 30,000, and they anticipate this holiday season twice as many people will come through. So it is a time that our community is relying on the safety net. It's crucial.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is January of 2022, we had 500 people come through here. January of 2023, it was 1,000. So just what Carrie was saying, the numbers are going through the roof here. We need your support. Again, $75,000 on the line right now. You need to make that pledge right now to get that money in so we can match it, so we can earn that. We have to earn that money, and it only happens if you make your pledge now. It takes just a couple of moments. We've got these great volunteers here. If you hit a busy signal because the lines are a little busy, please keep trying because we want to earn that $75,000. We can do it with your support.
Thank you to the Judkins for the incredible match, but we need to make sure these phones are ringing, Lance. So as you said, it's a lifeline, Unity, and we know that especially right now, things have gone up. The price of food, eggs, milk, gasoline.
Rent.
So I can't believe 2019 average rent here on the South Coast was $2,500. Today, it's nearly doubled to $4,800 a month. So this is about just filling basic needs here at Unity.
Yeah, and a lot of these families are families that are having to make that tough choice. Do we pay the rent or do we eat? And no family should have to make that choice, especially this time of year. This is a chance to make a difference right here in our community. Santa Barbara County, whether it's Santa Barbara, whether it's Goleta, whether it's Santa Maria, we are your home for helping people. but we need your support to continue to make that happen.
We do, and that's what makes the matching minutes so crucial, because you can double your impact right now. It's a $75,000 match, and all of these phones need to be ringing. It is the biggest match so far tonight.
There's still time.
Get
There's still
those
time.
phones ringing. Thank you,
Do
Jolinda. Thank you, Barry, so much for all you've done for the organization.
Let's go to CJ.
And you just joined us here in this community. Talk about your history a little bit.
Thanks for having me. We're so happy to partner with Unity Shop, and I wanted to let everybody know about our new clinics in Goleta, Montecito, and we're opening up a new shop in Victoria in the next coming months. I think it starts with partnering with our community. With Unity Shop as one of the first people we found, and so far it's expanding as something I'm really proud of.
And you're connected to other nonprofits. Talk about that.
Definitely. So I help support a developmental preschool for at-risk children called Storyteller Children's. I partner with the local Salvation Army, who do wonderful things, and we're continuing to learn more and make more inroads with addressing the needs of our community.
You know, we talk about food and toys here at Unity, but the medical side of it is huge as well.
Yeah, and it's definitely something we're paying particular attention to as we expand into this area and work with our partners. It starts with food, it starts with housing, it starts with dignity, and that's why I'm so proud of to partner with something like this.
Yeah.
But then it's got to go to healthcare that leads to better outcomes for our entire community. That's what it's about.
I appreciate you coming out and joining us tonight.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much. We're going to see you back here again. All
Please
right.
donate.
All right. Please pick up the phone. Give us a call.
Oh my goodness, I'm overwhelmed here in the Senior Center right now. Look at all these gifts that are going out and all the busy people that are packing and wrapping and stuffing and putting everything together for the holiday season. Jan, you have been here for 36 years.
36 years.
And you have got an example of everything going on. I know we need pajamas. We need all kinds of personal items. Yeah, all the things that are to keep people just cozy and warm for the holidays. Show me what we have here.
Okay, well, we have slippers here as an example. And one of our volunteers, Diane, does those.
Those aren't just any slippers. These are all
these are hand.
Oh my gosh.
Hand knitted. And this is a little sample of what we do.
So you get a list here?
We get a list like this, and they check off what they'd like to have. It goes in this box with a little handmade Merry Christmas.
Where'd you get that from?
One of our volunteers makes these, and she has 100 more waiting for me.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's get a good look at that. Can you believe that? And she's got 100 more coming.
And when this is all done, it gets wrapped up with her name on it.
We have a box, and it goes right back to them wherever they're at some of the facilities around Santa Barbara where they live, their senior home, Path Point, wherever they
This happens to be Gardens on Hope.
La Cumbra, Gardens on Hope, one of our favorites as well.
Yes.
And then you have some items for children as well, the Senior Center puts together.
We do this for preschool children, low income.
Can you imagine receiving
They get
this on
a coloring
Christmas?
book, crayons, and a book.
Do you put it all in the bag,
We
or do you
put it in the bag?
Oh,
Put a little ribbon on it.
that's right. Let's stuff this one for our little one here. They're going to get Mr. Noisy. It's a book about me. And
you stuff it all in there.
Yeah, jumbo coloring with the prince and princess, some crayons. I could have
only our volunteers do it a little neater than you.
I just toss them in like I'm at the grocery store.
They also get a little blanket, which is handmade.
Well, let's open this up here. Check this out. Do I see a little dog? What's it? That's probably a character I should know about, as a matter of fact here.
Yes, there you go.
Check this out. It's a beautiful blanket.
Yes.
Or sometimes you can use it as a cape and run around and play superhero.
Play Superman.
Yeah, exactly. This one's beautiful with the sunflowers as well.
This one goes to the seniors. This one's a little bit bigger.
Oh, of course.
And these are handmade also.
Oh, they're really
made by all of our
volunteers. And then some
volunteers.
essentials. We all need everything here. Lotions, creams, deodorants, a whole bit.
All that.
Shaving foam. I could put the whole can on some morning. I really grow.
And these, we never get enough of these.
Yeah.
If anybody
They just
is
go, don't they?
donating, that's toiletries are
A little
always
gift from
welcome.
Ty Warner?
Ty Warner gives us things. Yeah. Yes.
All the time. Isn't that great? Look at that.
Very nice.
Little bug.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We can see exactly where donations go. The volunteers are so organized. This is a little Santa's little workshop.
Little Santa's, that's what we call it, Santa's workshop.
And Jan, you see the donations come right in. You put it right to work, and you get the boxes out, right?
They come in and go right out.
That's great.
We do 3,000 boxes at Christmas time.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of
plus
boxes.
Mother's Day and plus special occasions, maybe
Father's
birthdays
Day.
too. Who knows?
And Easter.
Yep.
We do 300 Easter baskets for the low-income children.
So it is year-round. Your donation now will go right away to the holidays. And go year round.
And then next year, January, we start in birthdays.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes.
36 years?
36 years, and
look
I
at that
love every
beautiful
one
smile
of them.
you have. She's still going strong. You go strong right now. Call the number, make your donations, and Jan and all the seniors here at the Senior Center will put it all to work in these boxes and get the gifts together for the little kids as well.
We're here with Joanne and Jeff from American Riviera Bank, and we are just so grateful and amazed to be a part of this family at American Riviera Bank. We bank with them, we love them, and we want all of you in the community to love them because they know what it's about to be a part of Unity Shop. They have donated to us and given us the opportunity to give back to the community. Everything that we do comes from funding from the community, and you guys have given us so much, and we've been able to supply food, essentials, clothing for all the people in need in our community. So thank you for being with us. And why are you involved?
Well, I'm Joanne Fenari, and Chief Operating Officer here. And when we moved here, my husband, son, and I, we started volunteering at the Unity Shop. And Angela, it's just an amazing place. It's a magical place. And not just during Christmas, but it's all year long, and it's just an amazing place to be. And I would encourage everyone to support the Unity Shop.
Angela, we feel really lucky to be here and to pair up with the Unity Shop at this time of year. It's when we start thinking about those that are less fortunate in our community, and we just can't think of a better way of getting support out than to be involved with the Unity Shop and with the Christmas Telethon.
Well, thank you so much, because the telethon is only successful because of everyone in this community. So please call in, donate your dollars, and help us to create something that will move on for another 100 years. So thank you, everyone.
Support the Unity Shop.
Support the Unity Shop.
Through our doors every day, we meet individuals, families, coping with very difficult challenges. It could be sudden illness and medical expenses, parents working several jobs at a time when rents have risen drastically and the number of evictions has sadly increased. Whatever their individual stories are, whatever brought them to this very unique and crucial community resource, we are here for them with compassion. They are welcomed with dignity, with choice, and they are greeted by our caring staff, many of whom were just like them at one time.
We got laid off, so I know how people are dealing, being laid off and not working. But I did come in as a volunteer to help our community, because the community needs help.
Growing up as a low-income family, and now being able to be here and support the community that it's in need, it means a lot.
Whatever the need, children see their parents shopping just like at any store, groceries they know their family will enjoy. Clothing for school, for work. When unforeseen circumstances, eviction, disaster, interrupt normal lives, we are there at the moment of need and for as long as it takes to restore the family to self-sufficiency, to a place to call home again.
Es mucha ayuda, yo pienso que ayudan, pues tuvimos el transition housing y es un proceso que sí a muchas familias se les hace difícil al principio, pero es como ya llegar ahí es una gran ayuda, y tuve la oportunidad de conversar con ellas de que vale la pena esforzarse a trabajar para llegar a este punto, por los hijos y seguir luchando. Y muy emocionada, muy agradecida de llegar a ese punto.
All the hard work she's done for us is
meaningful for me, like to have my own room, have the things I need, have a home. It's all like from her too. And the hard work she's done for us is amazing.
Jolly old St. Nicholas, King, you're here this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon, now you dear old man. Whisper what you'll bring to me, tell me if you can. When the clock is striking 12, when I'm fast asleep, down the chimney broad and black, with your pack you'll creep. All the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one, you'll be sure to know. Johnny wants a pair of skates, Susie wants a sled, Nellie wants a picture book, yellow, blue, and red. Now I think I'll leave to you what to give the rest. Choose for me, dear Santa Claus, you will know the best.
I am sitting here with Mary and Keith Hudson, also known as Katy Perry's parents, and you've got the best seat in the house next to Ronald McDonald. Good evening. So nice to meet you in person.
Thank you, Beth. So kind of you to have us.
And you are no strangers to giving and to community and generosity. Talk about why you're spending part of your Friday night here tonight.
Well, because Santa Barbara is one of the most giving communities in the country, right? Per capita, we have the most nonprofits. And Unity House gives to most of those nonprofits and to thousands and thousands of families. What an opportunity for you to give.
Absolutely. How about for you?
Well, I think, this is the Christmas season and Thanksgiving, people get in the mode of giving and helping people. But when Christmas is over and Thanksgiving is over, the Unity House is still here. So it's good to, get involved during the year. And to help people all around you, because not just Christmas, everybody, they need help during the year.
That's right. And we were talking before the camera turned on. Roughly 30,000 people have already come here based on being, recommended by the nonprofits, the churches, the schools, that sort of thing, helping with educational needs in the classroom, helping with their food. We've got disaster relief, as we are no strangers to disaster either. So it's incredible. Any kind of message that you want to send out there to the folks who you know tonight?
Oh, well, it's just exciting to give, because when you give, it's given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, right? It's not just a one-way thing. The Lord will make sure you give, and it comes back to you.
Right. And your daughter, Katy Perry's not coming tonight, though. I gave her a new name.
She's on video, though. You'll see her on video. She did an awesome video. Yeah.
It's in the genes. It's in the family. Happy holidays to both of you. So
too.
Nice talking to you. All right. CJ, Carrie.
I am so excited because I am here with one of our youngest volunteers tonight, and that's Hunter and his father, Keith Olstrom, with Giffen and Crane. You have been supporting Unity for a long time.
Long time, 3 years. So I was here. I lived here in the 80s back when I was going to school, and I moved back recently the last 3 years, and I've been a big supporter of Unity Shop. I think it's great what they do here. With all the stuff they offer to people that don't really have a lot. They can come here and they can feel great about what they're doing. They can go and shop and get food and everything, and their toys for their kids. It's a really big deal, and they really should have these all over in every city, and they're starting to make other Unity shops in different cities. So it really is a great thing they're doing here.
Keith, that is so important, that people have the freedom of choice, right? And this is all about dignity in the community and being able to offer people to choose what they need. So please make the phones ring here for Hunter, and we have something really special.
Yeah,
CJ?
Carrie, a lot of folks have been asking about these jackets hanging on the wall. You can see them, Unity Shop on it. On the back up here, you can see Kenny Loggins embroidered. The first 5 people in the next hour to donate $250 will get one of these. So pick up the phone and give us a call. One of these jackets could be yours. You can see we've got them in black. We have them in cream. We'll turn that around. You can see what the front of it looks like. There you go.
It looks like it'll fit back.
Yeah, it looks
we
like
might need a special present for Beth, CJ.
So give us a call. Lance, Annika, back over to you.
We're here outside the Unity shop again with our good friend Lisa. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us. How long have you been in Santa Barbara for?
About 2.5 months.
2.5 months. And the Unity shop holds a lot of meaning to you. Can you tell me a little bit about your connection to them?
Yes, they helped me get ready to enter into the workforce in a brand new city, got me all ready for my interview, set me up with some new clothes for the new job. They were just so fun and welcoming.
That's wonderful. So I know a lot of people have been struggling with rent and things like that. Rent is very costly in Santa Barbara. And one of the big things that Unity does is to help out with finding jobs and with transitioning into different situations. And can you tell me, you are working where now?
I'm working for Kadaria Restaurants now, and I have a donation from the restaurants of $1,000 to the telethon.
That's wonderful.
That is great. So listen, Unity started off more than 100 years ago with food and toys during the holidays. Then it expanded into year-round programs, and now it's doing programs like this, helping people get back and going again. So you can make a difference when you make a pledge right now. Let's go to Beth.
Welcome back. I'm in the toy shop, another aisle of the toy shop, which is absolutely packed right now, but still got some space here. Donna's been working on the toys that have come in. The CHP spent the better part of the year driving throughout Santa Barbara County, collecting donated toys, new toys for all ages of children. Roughly $20,000 of toys come in here. We've got more than 2,000 kids who walk these aisles looking for their favorite ball or their skateboard. And Donna, who I've had the honor of talking to each year, I'm going to have you right here. It's great to see you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you.
So what's it like stacking all of these, and how quickly do they go? What's really popular this year?
Everything's popular. Everything's going real quick. You can see that we're restocking right now, getting ready for tomorrow, and it's going quick.
What's one of the things that really stays with you when you see kids of all ages come through here?
With their happy face and their glaring eyes with stars in their eyes, with the toys they picked out. It's just the best.
I love that. And I want to say one year, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought there was a child who wanted a ball, and it was not right at the part where you can jump in and get the ball, and you were trying to get that ball.
That is correct. Yeah, I reached up and grabbed him that ball, and he was just so happy.
And so you actually get to receive these from the CHP. We got to give kudos to the CHP for
the CHP.
For all they've done to help these kids and stock the shelves with you. Donna, it's always great to see you.
Good to see you too. Happy holidays.
CJ Carey.
Can I get down your information for this quick?
Oh, we're going to talk about the Kenny Loggins embroidered jackets in a moment. First, though, we're going to talk about Carrie's beautiful outfit. I love that sweater.
Courtesy of Kim Canton and her bag of tricks. She brought a lot of fun things today. So nothing is as cool, though, as these jackets. So these are a special collection of Unity Shop jackets. They are being made available to the first 5 people who make a donation of $250 or more. And what is so special is this is a Kenny Loggins embroidered jacket.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
So
It's a signature.
Kenny has
Yep.
picked these, and these are super special. You know, Kenny Loggins has been done so much to make the work of Unity Shop possible. And we are so grateful for his participation and support. But 5 people, $250 or more, you received this jacket. So, CJ, the phones should be ringing
They
right
are.
now.
They're starting to ring. And you had one on. So what do they feel like? They're pretty comfortable,
They're
aren't
so
they?
cozy. I love them.
Yeah.
They're amazing. So
All
5
right.
people, $250. And I think we have a big announcement to make.
I'm going to let you say the number. It's pretty big.
Okay, so
Elmo, stand by. We're waiting for him to write down the number.
Oh,
there
okay.
it is.
Whoa, Okay, so on the road to $550,000, we are currently at $378,000. Amazing! Thank you so much.
Yes.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
We have to reach this goal tonight of $550,000, and it's going to be because of you.
And we want to thank everybody who's called in. If you haven't, please consider picking up the phone and give us a call. We really could use it. We want to see that number go much, much higher.
We do. We do. We need it now more than ever.
So here we are with our great friends from Community West Bank. Super excited to have them here. They have been supporting Unity Shop for many years. How many years has it been?
Decades. In fact, I should know the number and I don't. But we are thrilled to be back.
Well, good. And this year our theme is dignity in the community. And I can't express how much I think with that theme, it goes right along with Community West Bank, because Community West Bank is about community, dignity, and respect also.
Well, at Community West Bank, we feel and know that as a community bank, we can only do as well as our communities and stakeholders and everyone that we support. And we're thrilled to be back as a sponsor this year because we know how hard your team works and how far our support really goes at Unity Shop.
Well, it does. And without your help, we just couldn't get through what we do here. And that's why we need all of your support in our community to come out and help us make sure that we can have dignity in our community for another year.
Hi, we're here today with David and Pam Peterson, who have been longtime supporters of Unity Shop. So thank you so much for all your support and everything you do. David, you have been involved with Unity Shop for many years now. So can you share with us what keeps you involved in
I think I've been involved since I was 10 years old, because the Unity Shop used to be a Council for Christmas Cheer on Haley Street, and my parents were involved. And we've been part of Unity Shop for probably 40 years.
Wow.
And just, it's an amazing organization. Love what they do for our town. It's so Santa Barbara. Just really, really grateful to be here tonight.
Wonderful. And Pam, now you're taking on a new role and you're going to be involved in a wonderful project, our Transitional Assistant Program. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing.
Well, thank you. I'm very blessed to be affiliated with the Unity Shop. I had this idea that I wanted to give back to the community and use my gifts, and my gifts are hair cutting. So I came to you guys, and you guys had a space where we could put a salon in there, and I can help people by washing and cutting their hair.
Wonderful.
So great.
Well, that's going to be, I think, a huge hit with our program. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'd like to say thank you for everything you've done for Unity Shop, everything that you will be doing, and we appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Unity Shop is a community effort of staggering proportions and wouldn't be possible without the loving support of hundreds and hundreds of volunteers all year long.
At a young age, I was in the same shoes as these people that are coming here today, so I just really want to focus on using my talent to help give back to the community and help these kids that I was once in their shoes.
Parents can come with their own kids. Teens can come on their own for service hours. It's a great opportunity for them to be in an organization that gives so much to the community.
Programs like this are doing great jobs helping people with all the food and different clothing and different toys to make people's life very easy. It's great to help these people, and anything to be able to help these people, we're here to do it.
Well, there's kids here have been recipients of this, and they shared that with me earlier, and so this is a kind of a nice way for them to give back, and they feel real good about it. So, it's just a great thing for us to do.
Community groups, businesses, organizations throughout the community lovingly help this important community resource operate. Some are actually receiving on-the-job training. And after we clothe them and help with their resumes, we send them on their way, ready to return to a meaningful job, back on their feet again.
I try to get everybody in a good mood and push them off on a good mood instead of worrying about a lot of stuff. I know there's trouble, everybody has troubles in their life, but you don't live long. You know, you should enjoy life. And we love our volunteers.
In our senior center, our volunteers show up all year long to create care packages to deliver to other seniors with no family and no way to shop for themselves. All over the community, they're hand-making clothing. Woodworkers are building adorable cribs and toys, and church groups are crafting bedding and doll clothes, which await the children of our clients in Santa's toy shop.
To see the faces on the children when they get these wonderful gifts that are keepsakes that they have for the rest of their lives. And it's just a beautiful thing. So I just want to thank you for what you do.
I just think it's so key to be able to give back to those that need it in our town here. And Unity does that. That's what they do. And they keep evolving their program so that they can do a better job at it. And I just can't imagine supporting another organization that can do that in their own town, in their own community, and help their own people.
Unity Shop is a beacon of hope in our community because of our incredible team of volunteers, and none of it would be possible without your support.
Thank you for all the help. We so appreciate it. Thank you for all the help you do for us.
Thank you for helping and making this vision possible.
Thank you for your support and allowing me to do something that makes me happy and fulfilled, because I get to help so many other people in the community.
I just want to thank my staff for doing such a wonderful job through the holidays, and thanking our community for always supporting us at the Unity Shop.
Thank you very much for everything that you do for us.
We really love the support and keep it coming. Thank you.
Live, a News Channel 3 exclusive celebration. The entire community unites to support a beacon of hope for so many. With Jeff Bridges, Rob Lowe, Kenny Loggins, with a performance by Michael McDonald, Brad Paisley, and incredible local performers. This is the 37th Unity Telethon celebration.
Hi, I'm Kenny Loggins, here with my good friends Jeff Bridges and Rob Lowe.
We've all called this community our home for a very long time. I've raised both my kids here.
Oh, yeah, I remember those telethons. Remember those guys? Oh, God. Back in the day up on TV Hill, it was like we were on the air for, what, 12 hours or something?
Yeah, back when we were young enough to be able to stay up that long. Way back in the 70s, when we called Unity Christmas Unity. Before that, it was called the Council of Christmas Cheer, which was started by Pearl Chase over 100 years ago.
Wow.
When I first moved to Santa Barbara in '73, I immediately fell in love with this town, and over the years, I've raised a few kids of my own. Back then, I didn't know anything about what we now call the Unity Shop, but it existed, and just in a different form, led by a small but mighty lady by the name of Barbara Tellefson, and she was who I met after a Toys for Tots concert that I did at Soho. And that chance meeting in the Victoria parking lot was the beginning of a long friendship. That's when I knew I'd found the charity that I'd hoped for. One that could do everything, not just toys for kids, but books, food, clothing too. And not just at Christmas, but all year long.
I remember back in the 80s when you first asked me to come up onto TV Hill for those early telethons, and I just was absolutely amazed of the scale and the energy and the professionalism of what you guys were doing and how the community absolutely came together to support this great organization. And it's even more so today. And I hadn't seen the Unity Shop in years, and so being able to walk through it, to come in and see it for yourself, how incredible this operation is incredible. From the free food store to the general store, where you find school supplies, and of course, Santa's toy shop, which still remains my favorite, where the little ones get to pick out exactly what they want for Christmas.
Yeah, and the thing about it is that it's all done with dignity and choice. Children watch their parents shopping just like at any other store, and they actually select the things that they know that their family needs and could use. Yeah, I talked with some of the staff here earlier, and quite a few of them were clients here back when they were kids. Yeah, they talk about how they had no idea that this was a charity, just a place with a lot of friendly people. Well, and now, here they are, years later, doing the same thing for other kids and families. It's incredible. You know, you don't find anything like this anywhere else, and this is in our town. Yeah, this is our Unity Shop.
Well, Barbara coined a phrase some years ago that I still love, and we use all the time. She taught me that the Unity Shop is a community effort of staggering proportions. From the hundreds of volunteers who donate their time all year long, filling the shelves before the families arrive, sorting work and school clothing, collecting toys and food on our community drives.
We also have seniors all over town hand-making toys, like these toy trucks, wheelbarrows, and doll cribs, specially designed to fit Barbies in, by the way. Other senior groups and organizations are hand-making blankets and clothes for children who will pick them up as their favorite gift at Santa's toy shop.
Over at our State Street gift shop across from the Granada is our senior center, where volunteers are putting together gift packages for other seniors in care facilities all over town. They have no family and, they can't shop for themselves, so the Unity Shop takes their wish lists and creates and delivers care packages on their birthdays and holidays with exactly what they're asking for, just what they need.
One of the newer programs I'm particularly fond of is Unity Delivers. It started out as a necessity during the pandemic when our clients weren't able to make it into the Unity Shop for their essential needs and their everyday groceries. This is an amazing program that starts with generous donations from grocery stores and retailers all over our town. And we gather the fresh fruit and the produce every day, And then we hand pick the items that our clients specifically asked for and deliver them to their doors. Again, another example of how we honor dignity in the community.
And none of this would be possible without you, which is why we do this annual holiday celebration every year. It's a 37-year tradition, which we're all proud to be a part of every year. And I'm very proud to be a part of a community that's always been here for each other. The stories you're hearing about tonight are just the tip of the iceberg. Thousands of individuals, hundreds of families walk through these doors, and in a very short period of time, they're back to independence, pride, and self-sufficiency.
The Unity Shop truly is a beacon of hope for so many, and it really is a community effort of staggering proportions.
Thank you very, very much for your generous support. We love our community, and we cherish the mission of the Unity Shop.
Lance, we need these phones to keep ringing. Now, I hear you have a little surprise for the volunteers tonight.
It is a surprise. We need your help right now. We're trying to motivate you to help. And so what we want you to do is help free the volunteers. And what do I mean? Phone volunteers, you're getting a bag. These are all from great stores that support Unity. We're giving them a bag. They're going to put the bag on their head until
the bag on their head?
Until their phone rings.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so here you go. Here's your bag. It stays on your head until your phone rings. So
Lance, what do you call this?
Here you go. We're calling it bagging the phone volunteers. So again, they got to put the bag on their head until the phone rings with the pledge. So you can help free the volunteers. Make your pledge right now. That's why we're here right now. We're trying to make it fun. We're trying to take away the excuses. We are making a difference. You're already taking a donation, right? So okay, I'll take your bag and I'll put the bag here. Instead of the plastic bag, we don't want you to suffocate back there with the plastic bag. Make a pledge right now. Help free these volunteers right now. We are looking for you right now. The phone number's on your screen. You've been watching the telethon. This is the time to step into action because it's not just about watching the telethon. It's not just about enjoying the entertainment. It's about making a difference. And that means making a pledge. And speaking of bags and groceries, a $500 pledge will feed a family for a month.
It's true. So that's where your dollars can make a difference. $500 will feed a family in need for a month. $1,000 will give a year of disaster recovery services for a family. $75, 15 whole chickens. $100, I love this. $100 is 40 pounds of fresh produce. I love that because in the grocery store, families have the freedom of choice, right? So they can pick up canned goods, they could get milk, they could get bread, they also can get fresh produce, they can get fresh chickens, they can get fresh protein for their family. It's so vital to the families that are being served here in our community that they can shop for what they need and they choose.
It's doing it with dignity. And you know, there's some great nonprofit groups that give bags of food to people at the holidays, and they mean well, but again, a lot of times it's not things that the families need or will use, and there's waste. So when you give to Unity, you know that people come in, pick out things they will actually use, and it really does make a difference again. And a lot of the families who help, these are people that are working, they're trying, they're doing their best, but maybe it's somebody who works in the service industry, a single mom with 2 kids who's barely paying the rent, and then they have to make that difficult decision. Do I pay the rent this month or do my kids eat? And we don't want any family to do that. What would it be like if your family was in that position? That's why we're here right now.
It's difficult. It's really hard for families, particularly those of single parents, right?
Yes.
Trying to raise a family and live here in Santa Barbara County. So we've seen the data. In 2019, the average rent here in the county was $2,500 a month. It's nearly doubled to $4,800 a month. So the price of gasoline has gone up, the price of basic staples like butter and eggs, fuel. And so this is a lifeline. This is the safety net for these families. We still have volunteers at these bags, Lance.
Right. Again, the bags don't come off until they get a pledge right now. So help free the volunteers right now. And we've got 1 or 2 people here. Up in the front row, we've got 2 people.
Can we check that this gentleman is really on the phone? He hasn't had a bag on his head.
Oh, He's actually making a pledge. He's taking one.
Okay.
Okay, this is your opportunity right now. Again, we're running out of time. We're telethon. We're in the last stages of it right now. We're moving into the less than an hour left of it right now. So please make that pledge right now. You've been watching. You've been enjoying the entertainment. But again, this is about helping people in our community. This is a completely local telethon, helping people right here in our backyard. These are our friends and neighbors that need some help.
Yes, it's true. Now, Lance, just on a personal note, you've been doing this a long time. How many years? I know that you're news director at KCLU, but how long?
Well, I was at KEYT for 11 years, so this is actually my 27th telethon. But it's the 37th year of the telethon. There's a couple of people like our producer Jeff Martin who've been here for the whole thing. So, we're proud to be here. We're proud that KEYT is making this available. But again, it only works if you make a pledge.
It's true. And you've contributed so much of your time and your talent here. You've seen so much, right? And the growth. Yeah. The grocery store, right? The senior services.
Oh, none of this was here. None of this was here. And we got to
job assistance, the clothing. What's your favorite part of Unity?
I think, you know what? I think it's just the food and the clothing, and especially during the holidays, the toys. To see the kids get toys is just wonderful. So please make that pledge right now. Let's go to CJ and Annika.
All right, joining us now, Patty Boucher with Montecito Bank and Trust, and she's the Unity Shop Vice Chair. Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, absolutely. I'm joyed to be here today.
And Patty, the Montecito Bank and Trust has been extremely involved in the Unity Shop for years and years and years. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, the bank opened its doors about 48 years ago, and Mike Tobes has always been a supporter of the nonprofits here in town, and really his philosophy is to give back to the community, and this bank has done that over and over again. Perfect example is the community dividends that we just had. It was our 20th year, and we supported Unity for every year of those 20 years. So I am very appreciative of the bank and happy to be a part of Unity.
And talk a little bit about just what Unity means to the community. It's been such an important part of this community for so long.
Well, I am a native Santa Barbaran, and growing up in Santa Barbara, I went and donated goods and toys and food at Haley Street. And so I've always been a part of Unity. And when the opportunity arose to be on the board, I jumped in. And it's been, 20 some odd years. So I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Again, thank you so much. And what all of you do at Unity do for the community, we really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We're going to be tossing it over to Beth very shortly.
Yeah,
here.
we just want you to pick up the phone and give us a call. We gave a tote not too long ago with $378,000 or somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's right. That's putting us really close to that $550,000 goal that we want to hit tonight.
Yes.
Right?
So pick up the phone. Please give us a call. Let's toss it over to Beth.
Welcome back to the Toy Shop. I'm joined here by Shane Weaver at Santa Barbara Trapeze Company.
Yes, that's right.
Which is such a fantastic thing that started 2 years ago. And Hunter Schneider. Happy holidays to you, Hunter.
Yes.
Okay, so you have this incredible park, camp as well, birthday parties down at La Playa Park on
Plaza
Haley.
Veracruz.
Plaza
That's
Veracruz.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'd renamed that again.
Yeah.
This is on Haley Street, and this is a huge draw for local children like Hunter. So I had to ask really quickly, was it a scary thing when you did this for your birthday?
First time, whenever you first go up, yes. But whenever just second time, you're not scared anymore.
Very good.
Partly because of you and your team.
Yeah, we have a wonderful team, and we help everybody feel very comfortable when they're there. Most of the people that fly with us are beginners, and we help them feel comfortable and feel like pros once they're up there.
So I have to say that a lot of people would think that doing these acrobats and flying on a trapeze is pretty difficult, but apparently building a pyramid out of cans is more difficult. Talk about that. That's a partnership.
Yes. So this is the first year that we partnered with Unity Shop. We attempted to beat the Guinness World Record for canned food pyramid. We didn't quite get the record, but we're going to try again this year with our event with Unity Shop, and it's on April 28th, 3 to 6. And we're going to go again for the Guinness World Record of a can pyramid, and also do a community event, like a fundraiser.
So, Shane, are you inviting the entire community to come, bring cans, put this together?
Yes, I'm inviting the entire community to come on out, bring cans, and let's make the biggest Guinness World Record for canned fruit pyramid.
Mark your calendars, everybody. April 28th, 2024 from 3 to 6. And then all those cans will be brought back up here to the Unity Shop and distributed to the community. So, Shane, thanks. I love all that you do in the community. For 2 short years, you really have made an impact.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right.
We're here with Vince Caballero, who has been such a strong supporter in his business and personal ways. He was with U.S. Bank, but now he is retiring, so congratulations. I know you're going off onto some other new journeys in your life, which is super exciting. So where are you going?
Well, I have actually started studying for my real estate license, and if everything goes well, by the first quarter, so around March of 2024, I will be joining Village Properties, and I'm really excited.
That is really exciting because we love Village Properties here. Also, maybe tell us a little bit about why you've always supported Unity Shop. This year's theme is Dignity in the Community.
Well, you nailed it right there. It's all about dignity. It's amazing that these families can come to Unity Shop, walk through these doors, really not knowing what to expect, and walking out and being able to get all of these great goods, whether it's food, clothing, supplies for school, and walking out with dignity. I mean, that is what Unity Shop is all about.
It is. And we're just so fortunate to have so many giving people in our community that support our mission, which is dignity, respect, and choice.
Absolutely.
So I'm hoping that everyone out there is going to make that call and make your donation so that we can continue on with our mission in the Santa Barbara community of giving people dignity, respect, and choice.
And Colleen and I are going to give a gift, so we will be giving $1,000.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Very welcome.
We were given, I don't know how much time to leave, or find a new place, but we couldn't for a very long time just because of how expensive everything was. And then finally in 2022, we found this shelter. Don't remember the name. We were there for 4 months. And then in 2023 is when we became homeless. We were living in a car till mid or late April. It's not very fun living in a car for, even if it wasn't too long, just not having a place to shower, not having a place to call your own. That was not fun.
Unity Shop's Transitional Assistance Program is a critically important part of our mission. When families fall on hard times through sudden loss of housing or employment, illness, or an unexpected natural disaster, we are here for them at the moment of need. It starts with our free food store, where they shop for and select the fresh food they know their family will enjoy. Clothing for school, or to replace everything that they may have lost in a flood or fire. We even help prepare our clients for upcoming job interviews with proper attire, on-the-job training, and resume preparation. Our furniture store is open to the public at our State Street location, just across from the Granada. Everything you see has been donated, and proceeds from every purchase go directly to support these important programs. It is here that clients can select whatever they need as they begin rebuilding their lives, getting back to a life of self-sufficiency. From furniture to household goods, from the moment of need, and for as long as they need us, Unity Shop is here.
It's very nice for people to give us our help, send us all the things we need for our home, our new home.
It's kind of difficult to imagine a people being so generous just with some of the just a lot of things I've experienced in my life, like the fact that people are willing to go to such lengths to provide for a complete stranger. I mean, it's touching.
Y gracias a las personas que donan y todas las personas que trabajan ahí, que Dios las bendiga y muchas gracias.
You might recall a few years ago we talked about disaster relief, and we did a lot of that in this community, and the Unity Shop was right up front. But now we're transitioning to a new program. And Angela, tell us about it and what the same area it has become these days.
So thank you for being here. This is our transitional assistance program. And we created this program so that it would be much more well-rounded, so that we could partner with other people in the community in trying to help people find housing, but provide them with the dishes, towels, blankets, all the things they would need once they get into housing.
Yeah. Someone might be in need, gets a need some other way, and then they're moving forward in life. They're getting new housing, relocating, reorganizing themselves, and you guys put some of the pieces back together.
And we partner with Salvation Army,
domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
Right. I know they're very active
New Beginnings,
here.
all these places, and we all are trying to work together so that we can make sure that we can help everyone in the community. And underneath that transitional assistance also comes Job Smart, which is a program that we created to help people find jobs. And so right now we are working with a young lady that was from domestic violence, and she's sheltered at Salvation Army, and she got a job at Cadario. And so now we're getting to give her clothing and shoes so that she can have the clothes that she needs for that job.
So her work uniform, in part, is provided by the employee. Probably black pants and a white shirt and good shoes working. Because I do see shoes back over here, and the words Job Smart have become over here. So you're saying if someone needs, you never know what kind of job they have, but if it could be something like this.
They could work construction.
Right. Or they need some comfortable shoes for their feet like this. And you get these donated or maybe from some of our fine local companies.
So one of our biggest sponsors, two of them that help us the most, is Vans and Deckers.
Well, these are Hoka's right now. Deckers, one of the great companies.
So they get us, and then the people get to have brand new things. They're not just used. It's brand new items so that they can feel really good about themselves.
And I see men's shoes back over here. I'll run back over here, but somebody needs some nice shoes, to get to work in and look professional. Maybe they don't have that. They probably don't have that, or they're all worn out. And that's awesome. I see some items here that have names on them already. What's this about?
So this is for the part of transitional assistance when people are moving into their new home. And these are items that are waiting to be delivered. So we use our trucks to deliver items to these people because a lot of them don't have cars. So, we are raising funds to do that so we can get gas for the trucks, get these items to them so that they can be in their new homes with their new furniture.
So there you have it. There's so much going on here. I'm glad that we are able to show the transitional assistance programming and Job Smart. Get people back on their feet, get them a job, get them integrated in the community, make them feel good about what they're wearing, how they're living, all because of Unity. The donations are going a long way, either with your donations of furniture and other items or just your donation of cash to the show.
Yeah, and like I said, we do dishes, towels, blankets, everything that when you're changing up things in your home, please think of Unity Shop, because we're able to take that out and give it out into the community.
You can almost feel the warmth and the love in this conversation about how it's given to someone thanks to all of your help. Every dollar you give today and throughout the year goes to these programs, and it goes right to the community. You're putting your arms around your community during the holidays and throughout the year. Thank you so much for your donations. Keep them coming.
Thank you.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. It's a beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. We're walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. We'll face unafraid the plans that we made. We're walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. And later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire and face unafraid the plans that we made. We're walking in a winter wonderland. Yeah, we'll face unafraid the plans that we made. We're walking in a winter wonderland. Everybody donate.
All right, stick around because we've got matching minutes and we have another tote coming up here in a bit. So we're going to find out how much progress we've made. But you're going to talk to somebody who comes back year after year after year.
Yes, and she doesn't just come from Goleta
No.
or Carpinteria. Emma comes from Fresno because Emma is part of the Kenny Loggins fan club. Can you tell us, you've been listening to Kenny for a long time?
Yes, since I was, I don't know, 4 or 5.
Okay. And you've been a fan and a part of the fan club. Can you tell us about the fan club?
Sure, Loggins Fans for Unity. We raise money for Unity. That's one of our biggest joys. Yeah.
Well, Emma, thank you so much for your service. We want Emma's phone to ring right now. And the reason is because we have matching minutes, another big one. This is $10,000 matching minutes just for the next couple of minutes. So please make Emma's phone ring. If you're going to give to Unity, this is the time tonight to give. We only have 30 minutes left in the telethon. And if you can match your dollars, they go so much further. So, CJ, there's so much that you can do
Absolutely.
with a donation to the organization.
And the
So-
first thing to do is pick up the phone right now because you can double your money.
Yes. Yeah. And the reality is thousands of people come through here every single year, families in need. And we know that this is a lifeline, the groceries. So having the ability to shop and the freedom of choice to get essential groceries, produce, meat, dairy for your family, also to get clothing and even toys around the holidays. It's a lifeline, CJ.
Let's talk to Norma real fast here because you hung up the phone not too long ago with somebody who's very generous. Talk about that person.
Yes, he was very generous. He actually donated $4,000 on behalf of his son, daughter-in-law, and his grandson. And so he was very excited. He has participated and donated every year. And all I could say is happy holidays to him. So it's just a great donation from him.
Hey, you seem to be good luck. So how about you just make a pitch to folks to pick up the phone because right now your phone's not ringing.
Not yet, but I'm encouraging everyone to please call and donate. Donate big. We only have 30 minutes left, so I need those phones to ring.
Again, if you pick up the phone, it should be on speed dial at this point. Pick up the phone and you got something?
It's critical. So
it's critical. I can tell by the look on your
Unity
face.
expects the numbers to double over the holidays. The families that will come in here needing essential groceries, clothing, personal care items, and also toys for their kids. And we know that this is a safety net across our community for the thousands of people. 30,000 shopping trips this year alone, a 50% increase over the same period last year, CJ.
Yeah, if you're sitting around watching this night long and you've been deciding whether or not you should pick up the phone, please pick up the phone. We really could use your help. We're about to have a tote, so we're going to have a pretty good sense of how close we are to our goal, and you could help push us over the finish line right now, especially during
We are
this
in
moment
matching
right
minutes.
now.
We are in matching minutes. This is an anonymous donor who's given $10,000, but in order to get the $10,000, we have to match it. So that's what the collective effort of everyone out there is going to do tonight. Help us get to that $10,000. And our big goal tonight, which is $550,000. Unity relies on private charitable support. It's the only way this happens. And all of the work that you see, most of this is volunteers.
It's all just generosity. This community for years and years has just been so generous. Every Christmas we have the Unity Telethon, and every year people step up to help us reach that goal, and they help so many people throughout the year.
CJ, how long have you and Beth been involved?
23 years.
23
years. Yeah.
And what continues to make you can come year after year after year?
When you come down here in June or July and you see what the Unity Shop is doing day in and day out, people who come in and pick up their groceries and the kids picking out the toys. If you really want to change your life, come down here and watch a couple kids walk around the toy store and looking for the toy that they want and pick it up and walk out with it. Pretty amazing stuff.
It is. And the volunteers who make it happen.
And they make it all happen.
I think they are truly the force multiplier.
I mean, we've been sitting here doing this telethon. We still have volunteers out there working while we're doing this. So that's how hard they work. They're working during the telethon and keeping the shelves full.
And they're making the quilts. They're making the toys.
Yep.
They're giving their time to work in the grocery store. So it really takes a village.
It does.
And it's the community that comes behind this organization and makes this possible.
You know, time is running out. So we got to be getting pretty close to the end of this 30 more seconds. Yeah, so pick up that gives you just enough time to pick up your phone, dial the number on your screen, and give us a call.
The final moments of a $10,000 match.
Yeah,
and we're nearly there.
Do.
So we need a few more of these phones to ring. It's absolutely vital right now.
So if the phone rings before we say zero, it counts.
It counts.
It counts,
it
right?
Counts.
Let's ask the judge. Does that count? It counts. There we go. So
every dollar,
before you hit zero,
every
give us a call.
dollar matters,
yes, it does.
right? And so that's what makes this such an important collective effort of our community.
9,
8, 7, 6.
We're close
5,
to zero. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give us a call.
Thank you so much. We're gonna now turn it over to Beth and Annika. The tote!
$445,000 is the tote.
It's incredible.
We almost forgot the big news.
We have less.
We buried the lead.
Less than
$445,000
to go, CJ. Incredible. Thank you so much. Keep calling. We're almost there.
Joining us now is Roby Scott, who is the organizer of the Messiah Sing-Along. And Roby, you've been organizing this for quite some time.
Since 1981.
Back with Council of Christmas Cheer, so that really shows the dedication to your efforts. Talk a little bit about, in a nutshell, what you've done over the decades.
Well, in the early 80s, in 1981, my dad and I were with KDB Radio. It was a classical music station for Santa Barbara. And we got the idea of doing a Messiah sing-along, and we thought, well, what better organization to do it for than the Council of Christmas Cheer? So we did it. We didn't know how well it was going to go over, but it really caught on, and so we've kept it up for the last 43 years now.
I see somebody raising her eyebrows going, oh, this sounds perfectly up my alley.
So much fun. The Messiah, you've got a lot of singers. Of course, you have soloists doing iconic songs, the Alleluia at the end, everyone's standing up. Now, where is this and when is it?
Well, it's Tuesday night, December 12th, 7:30 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church, corner of State and Constance. And as you said, we've got a wonderful conductor, Phil McClendon. He's been conducting, this will be his 38th year that he's been doing it. And he's procured 4 outstanding soloists. Jim Mooey, who is he's the orchestra director for Santa Barbara City College Orchestra. He's put together a wonderful orchestra, and the audience is the choir.
Are you auditioning or just asking people to come?
Anybody is welcome. You can come and sing. If you come, you should bring your own scores. Advance tickets, there'll be tickets at the door, but advance tickets are also available at Chaucer's Bookstore And they have scores as well if you want to pick up a score.
And all proceeds raised go to the Unity Shop.
100%. All the performers are volunteers, and 100% goes to Unity Shop, yes.
I think Annika is marking her calendar as we speak.
Oh, yes.
Roby Scott, thank you so much for organizing this once again for the community.
It's a pleasure. It's a lot of fun, and if you want to sing or if you just want to listen, come on out to the Messiah Sing-Along on Tuesday night.
That's right. Tuesday night, we'll be there fair and square singing the Hallelujah chorus, right? Shall we sing out to that?
Go for it.
Let them hear it.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Let's sing along.
I won't join you, but congratulations. You sound beautiful.
We are here at Grocery Outlet with Mike, and I want to welcome you to our community because you are newer to Santa Barbara. You came to us from
Fernley, Nevada.
Very nice.
Although my wife was born here in Santa Barbara, this is her first time back since being a little one.
Yeah, well, we are so happy to have you here. Grocery Outlet is one of my favorite stores, so I come here often. But Unity Shop is so grateful to you guys because you actually donate food to us on a weekly basis.
Well, we do, and we really take pride in that. We really appreciate what Unity Shop does for the community. Helping people who need food, who need jobs, and all sorts of stuff like that. We love to be involved in that.
Well, great. And we love having you. They also do something that's really amazing is during the month of July, they do a fundraiser for us where people can come in and buy bags of groceries, make donations, and you guys collected quite a bit for us this past summer.
Yeah, that's called IFH, was the Independence from Hunger. That's Grocery Outlet's biggest fundraiser of the entire year, basically the only fundraiser of the entire year, and it's a fight to end hunger around the world.
Well, if you want to end hunger, Grocery Outlet is the place to go. So thank you for your support.
Well, thank you very much.
Through our doors every day, we meet individuals, families, coping with very difficult challenges. It could be sudden illness and medical expenses, parents working several jobs at a time when rents have risen drastically and the number of evictions has sadly increased. Whatever their individual stories are, whatever brought them to this very unique and crucial community resource, we are here for them with compassion. They are welcomed with dignity, with choice, and they are greeted by our caring staff, many of whom were just like them at one time.
We got laid off, so I know how people are being laid off and not working. But I did come in as a volunteer to help our community because the community needs help.
Growing up as a low-income family and now being able to be here and support the community that it's in need, it means a lot.
Whatever the need, children see their parents shopping just like at any store, groceries they know their family will enjoy. Clothing for school, for work. When unforeseen circumstances, eviction, disaster, interrupt normal lives, we are there at the moment of need and for as long as it takes to restore the family to self-sufficiency, to a place to call home again.
Es mucha ayuda, yo pienso que ayudan, pues tuvimos el transition housing y es un proceso que sí a muchas familias se les hace difícil al principio, pero es como ya llegar ahí es una gran ayuda y tuve la oportunidad de conversar con ellas de que vale la pena esforzarse a trabajar para llegar a este punto, por los hijos y seguir luchando. Y muy emocionada, muy agradecida de llegar a ese punto.
All the hard work she's done for us is meaningful for me, like to have my own room, have the things I need, have a home. It's all like from her too. And the hard work she's done for us is amazing.
Noche de paz, noche de amor, todo duerme en derredor, entre los astros que esparcen su luz, bella anunciando al niñito Jesús, brilla la estrella de paz, brilla la estrella de paz. Noche de paz, noche de amor, oye humilde y fiel pastor, coros celestes que anuncian salud, gracias y glorias en gran plenitud, por nuestro buen Redentor, por nuestro buen Redentor. Noche de paz, noche de amor, qué bello resplandor, luz en el rostro del niño Jesús, en el pesebre del mundo la luz, astro de eterno fulgor, astro de eterno fulgor, astro de eterno fulgor, astro de eterno fulgor.
Thanks joining us here, Kathleen Rogers from Santa Barbara Sunrise Rotary. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here and to be volunteering with the Unity Shop.
That's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you do for the Unity Shop and the toy shop?
Well, I'm a volunteer, and I'm just here, and I made the mistake of saying, please let me know how to help.
So you ended up here.
So I ended
in
up
front of the
here
camera.
in front of the cameras. I took some calls earlier today, and I've also donated to the Unity Shop. One of the things I love is that when you donate to the Unity Shop and you support the community, when people come here, they get to actually shop. And so we're here at the toy store, and so it's holiday time, but it's great that families can come and pick things that really make sense for their family.
And you and I agree. This is where a lot of the magic happens in this building. Would you agree?
I totally, yes, CJ. The toy stores are great here, and I also just want to put a plug in for Zia Group and Santa Barbara Sunrise Rotary. And when you donate here, you can also donate clothes for people who are interviewing for new jobs.
That all of that goes to help. I know in the toy shop in particular, they helped about 2,000 kids last year. That's a huge, huge deal. Thank you so much for your help.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And I think we've almost raised $500,000.
All right. We're getting there. All right. So the Carrie and Lance.
I'm with Tina Ballou from Domestic Violence Solutions. This is a really meaningful moment of the night, and I know so many of the clients you serve, this is a lifeline, Unity. So can you share a bit about Domestic Violence Solutions and how Unity plays such a vital role for your clients?
It's an honor to be here, and Santa Barbara community is phenomenal with helping all of our nonprofits out. Domestic Violence Solutions runs 2 emergency shelters, which means at any point if somebody calls the police or needs to get out of an intimate partner abuse situation, they call us and we are there. That could be physical, emotional, financial, and we're there. And they can check into one of our shelters, and then we help them find permanent, safe housing if that's the next step. And starting your life over can be very scary, and that's where Unity Shop steps in. So if this is your first time calling one of our lifelines and calling our crisis line, and now it's the holidays and you are moving into your apartment with your children, Unity Shop's there. They can come in, they can get presents, they can get groceries, and they make this experience real life for them.
So important, Tina. Thank you for the work that you do, and obviously to Unity for the support that they provide to all your clients. It's so important, especially this time of year.
So Unity Shop helps in many different ways, but we need your shop to help Unity Shop do what it does. And in fact, we want to mention this, wrapping up a little thing, $1,500 pledge from Harlan Clark for this. So thank you, Harlan, for that. Phone banks over here. This is the last big push. We are looking for you right now, that final call. You can be one of those final calls to help push us over the top on that $550,000 goal. We are looking for you right now. We've got a couple of open lines right now. Okay, the telethon is not a telethon without these 2 guys. They're classics. Here's Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald.
You went crazy, I don't wanna lie anymore. What you're feeling, there's a reason for. I wanna do right. Hey, got to do right. Do I love you? You know I try. But what you're after, you won't find in my eyes. I wanna do right. Yeah. One by one, we're collecting lies. When you can't get love, you give alibis. You wanna do right tonight, tonight. I don't wanna leave. I don't wanna say goodbye, baby. Oh, later, there comes the time I wanna do right. Tell the truth, don't turn away. too hard. You so torn. Need a little more loving in my heart. People say that love will grow. So how was I to know love that's come through years and years can't find a way back home anymore? The time seems the song, ready to last forever. I don't know, and maybe we're near the end. So darling, love, can we go on together? Now that we've grown apart, the only way to start is hard to hold. Does anything last forever? I don't know. Maybe we're near the end. So darling, oh, how can we go on together? Now that we have grown apart, the only way to start is hard to
Unity Delivers was created through the pandemic. Seniors, immune-compromised, and those having transportation issues who could not make it to our front doors for basic necessities or groceries. Unity Delivers has been a lifeline to those most vulnerable in our community and has become one of our most important programs. And this was all made possible through the Bragg Foundation.
Patricia Bragg was a huge part of the Santa Barbara community. She was a lovely and generous person in our community. She gave continually to so many organizations. And one of the things that she did do for Unity during the pandemic was she helped us create Unity Delivers. What a wonderful program that will live on in her memory. It's a program that we're able to get groceries, essentials out to seniors that are housebound along with people with special needs.
What was very important to us was still giving choice. Unity's always been the place you go to and you're able to shop freely, able to choose the items for your family, and we wanted to continue that. Something we strongly believe in, and giving dignity and respect to the families is our main mission, our main goal.
Unity Delivers wouldn't be possible without the donations from the organizations in the community.
These clients that we deliver to, the faces that they look at and they think, wow, is this all for me? And of course I say, yes, it's all for you.
It really makes me feel good to help the community. I started as a volunteer and they made me a team in the Unity shop. And I'm really grateful because I like to help the community.
Now that we know they're out there and there is a greater need in the community for a delivery service, we've stepped up without missing a beat and continued delivering, and people are still calling in, and we will continue until there is no need, but we're here.
Wow, what an incredible evening we've had. This community is amazing, and thank you so much to all of you that have contributed to what we are trying to achieve here at Unity Shop. I want to thank all of our volunteers, all of my staff, which this is just an incredible group of people, and everyone that came out to help us. But I really want to thank Jeff Martin for just being the most amazing producer and really leading us through this journey and making sure that we get the opportunity to raise this money so that we can provide all the services that we have to give to the community. So I'm going to hand it over to you, CJ.
Thank you, Angela, for everything you've done, too.
Thank you
so much. And your whole team, yeah. And we have Jim Lemon, General Manager at KEYT, here to talk about it, how important this is to KEYT and to the whole community.
It's a team effort. All of these folks here put this product on for you, our folks, Beth, CJ, Annika, and all the folks from behind the scene at our station. We are proud and privileged to be a part of this.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Absolutely. Thank you to everybody back here.
Thank you to all the
Thank
staff.
you.
Woo! All our volunteers.
Now we're going
all
to end
our
it the way we
staff.
always ended. It's Christmas once again in Santa Barbara. So sing along with us, will you? All right. Remember, it's December.
It's Christmas once again in Santa Barbara. There is not a chance that it will snow. Palm trees swinging in a warm breeze. And back east, it's 10 degrees below. I can hear the mission bells ringing. State suits all dressed up in Christmas cheer. Kids are counting days till Christmas morning. It's my favorite time of year. It's Christmas once again in Santa Barbara. There is not a snowflake to be found. No sleigh rides, no snowman like you see on the Christmas cards. Oh, but we got a lot of Christmas in our hearts. Some folks say it doesn't feel like Christmas if you can't look outside and see some snow. I don't recall that it was snowing in Bethlehem 2,000 years ago. The tree is hung with lights and decorations. Families gather by the fireside. This scene would make a perfect Christmas card, as long as you don't look outside. It's Christmas once again in Santa Barbara, and there is not a snowflake to be found. No sleigh rides, no snowmen like you see on the Christmas cards. Oh, but we got a lot of Christmas. We got a lot of Christmas. We got a lot of Christmas in our hearts. One more time. It's Christmas once again in Santa Barbara. And there is not a snowflake to be found. No sleigh rides, no snowmen like you see on the Christmas cards. Oh, but we got a lot of Christmas. We got a lot of Christmas. We got a lot of Christmas in our hearts.
Merry Christmas, Santa Barbara.
God bless y'all. Good night.